Welcome to this episode of Project Eloria, where, on this one-off campaign, we'll be following the story of George Opperton, the young upstart in the Opperton family. His father, Hemel Opperton, is gonna send him out on his first trial. Actually, he already has, because we're gonna start on a plane. Well, not necessarily a plane, really, a spaceship. And not just a spaceship, a large spaceship. And this spaceship is going to be flying into illegal space. Because what do the Oppertons do? The Oppertons, with their challenge to their newest family members, grown just enough to be an adult, get sent into the newest sector with planets currently in a... Let me try that again. With planets that have currently illegal access because they are underdeveloped. The Opperton family has stricken a deal where they get to send down their newest family members in a trial where they get sent to a royal family in one of the medieval level planets. Here they have to fulfill specific goals with this medieval planet. They are generally accepted as an advisor, or at some point maybe even rule. They have 5 years to complete this assignment, and will be following George when he starts.
Oh boy.
He's gonna get sent down to a very northern part of a planet with a tribe. But not just one tribe, a tribe consisting of a unified 3 tribes, where you get to first meet their war chief, and then your ultimate goal is to develop and control the full mountain range in which they live. This mountain range spans approximately 100 kilometers.
Oh boy.
You're gonna have to unify every tribe, or in some way conquer, right? It's going to be part of a general unification, and there's going to have to be connections throughout every, town.
Alright.
So for now, they're just tribes. You're going to have to connect them. With you, you get sent one droid, designation Golf Romeo Delta, who's going to assist you in any way. The only thing you're taking with you is a special nanoweave vest that can block any weaponry that's currently developed, which means you are practically immortal.
Medieval tech, I presume.
Yeah, medieval tech.
I wanted to say, so what's my purpose then?
Any medieval level tech you're safe from, but when they discover this, of course, you're gonna be in big trouble. Because they can't find out you're not from their time. The only information they have, which was set up by...
Wait, hold up. They can't know I'm not from their time. I'm with a droid.
Yeah, but the droid is cloaked. Now, not necessarily cloaked, but the droid has lots and lots of clothing, right? He just looks like a guy... Probably...
He looks like the Abominable Snowman.
No, he looks like a knight. He just has medieval armor draped over him.
Oh, that's really cool.
So you have your own knight.
He is my knight in shining armor.
Exactly. The information that the tribe that the unified 3 tribes have is that a traveler from faraway lands will come to them and assist them. They have no other information on you, so they do expect that you look weird, since, rabbit and all. But you're gonna have to come up with your own cover story and, not make mistakes in that, because when you make mistakes, you lose believability, you lose ranking, etc.
Right.
So that's your goal set for this trial. If you succeed the trial, you will be a full-fledged adult member of the Opperton family, and as such, have the rights to have anything in their kingdom and any position currently available.
Sounds good. So, can I just fail? Alright, yeah, go on.
Then you get another challenge, and generally, these challenges continue on until you've succeeded one.
So is there someone in the family that hasn't succeeded yet?
Generally,
Apart from...
yes, your brother Jonathan is currently running his own trial on a different planet. He's halfway through, but he has a very different type because he's positioned with a High Lord, so it's a bit more developed, and he has to expand that 5 dom to span 500 kilometers. It's a lot flatter planes and it's more unified, so through royal marriage and that kind of thing he can grow his area of expertise, while you start with some way less developed tribe, right?
Sure.
But you need to develop less territory.
Yeah.
That's all the information you have. Any questions?
Can I ride into like the village on the shoulders of my droid?
Sure, but would that look weird?
Yes.
Why would you?
Because you're strong. Like, you're a knight, or you're supposedly a knight, so you're strong. And I'm probably very light, because I'm a rabbit. I'm a webbit. Well, no, I'm not necessarily, well. So, I'm probably very light. She can carry me with ease.
He can easily carry you, but would it look weird if he carried you?
That's fine.
Is that... So, you're currently still in the ship, orbiting the planet, looking for a good point, to drop.
Yeah.
You currently have a contact open with your father, so you can ask him any questions you want. He can give you 3 information points currently scouted out ahead, but you have to ask 3 questions to gain that information, right?
Alright.
So this is your goal.
Okay, so I'm first going to ask what the biggest problem is that would prevent me from uniting all the tribes.
Because they're all living in mountain ranges, travel between the tribes is extremely difficult and takes days currently.
Alright.
So your biggest problem is a way to connect the tribes.
Alright. Then one of my questions would be, what do I need to look out for the most for danger? What's the most dangerous thing that can happen?
There's a species of bird currently living on the planet that feasts on small children when they're young enough. You're not tall enough to qualify as an adult, so the birds might recognize you as a child and attempt to capture and eat you.
Alright. And then
That's what I'm here for.
My final question would be... What's my final question going to be? So I can ask anything, right?
Anything, well, he needs to have the information, right? He doesn't know everything.
Sure. So, can I take that laser rifle? Well, damn. Alright, that's it.
Yeah, those are your 3 questions. Alright,
Yeah.
The communications console blips off. And your pilot signs. Right, I'm ready for the teleport. Just get on the pad and we'll send you out. Remember, there is a satellite. Your droids can contact it.
Sure.
And we will inform him if anything outside of your mission parameters happens or anything relating to global politics. Otherwise, you're on your own, and you need to give the escape signal, and we'll pick you up as soon as possible. Just remember that as you do that, you've failed the mission.
Alright, that's fine. Goodbye.
Good luck, sir.
Bye.
Right, he activates the teleporter.
Goodbye.
And the 2 of you now stand on a mountain
Have a great
path.
day.
Approximately 1 kilometer from the path that you're on right now, if you follow it north, you'll reach the village. It's a short walk, but it's, mountain paths, so you need to walk carefully. Otherwise, around you can see a lot of giant hills. Hills combined with mountains. Some of them reach beyond clouds, having snow-capped peaks. Others are low, which clearly have some docile beings grazing it, some docile creatures.
Right.
If you look upwards, you see a cliff edge with on it, seeming as far as you can see from underneath, some nests, probably of birds, which live around you.
Ooh.
So, I want one of those eggs.
You want an egg?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Can we go fix that?
Yeah,
My
of course you
droid.
can.
Well, my droid.
Yes.
Oh my god. So
I
I
want
have
to go
to.
fix an egg. I have a plan. And it requires either a burp or an egg.
All right. So how are you gonna? You can't just roll and say I'm grabbing an egg. You have to. You're on the cliff edge, on
Yeah.
a bit larger of a platform where you can safely stand on. Above you, approximately 3 meters, is another edge, and peeking out from the edge, you can see some leaves and stuff that are clearly like bird nesting materials. So there must be nests up there.
Alright. So,
Can't I just fly?
No.
no.
Damn it.
How high can I jump?
Probably you can easily jump over another person your age, so like 2 meters maybe.
Sure, alright. So,
How far can I throw him?
You can easily throw him up there, but remember there, Mr. Let's just call you GRD.
well, let's call him guard because that's
Guard,
the
sure.
actual.
So guard,
Yeah.
remember your sole mission parameter currently is keeping your
Protect me.
keeping the young sir
my God.
alive. and
Protect
safe,
me, Squire!
right? So you're also the one who makes emergency calls and that kind of stuff. You have
True.
3 resource call-ins available to you if you designate that you require them, but those are stretched over the 5-year period.
Yeah.
But he's literally my Squire, so I can scream, protect me, Squire, and then.
You could, yeah. He's not really your squire, he's your servant.
I'm the same, but different.
I can't do anything about it because I don't have feelings.
HQ can inform you. Well, you can decide how many feelings you have, right? You are loaded with an AI, and you can decide how much that AI is,
Yeah, okay.
how much feeling, that kind of stuff. How real the AI is, for lack of a better word.
So we can probably climb up there.
You could.
Like that's. I'm just gonna have you climb up there, grab an egg for me.
Say the
Okay.
magic word.
Who?
Roll the dice.
Of course, I have to roll the dice.
That's how the show works. Yes.
That's an 11. Alright. So, as designated by your current master, you walk over to the edge, climb up, notice that there are 3 nests, all devoid of any eggs.
Well,
Ouch.
bugger.
Well, sir, there appear to be no eggs in this.
There are no eggs
this
in my
nest.
basket.
Alright, so.
I'm going to make all the shitty bird puns.
Alright. It's not just the dominant species, the bird. I mean, the bird is the dominant species, but.
Yeah, if they snatch children and stuff, I think they are dominant. Yeah.
They're quite dominant, yeah. So all that, most villages have
Now-
areas, designated areas for the kids
I
to
have,
live
a,
in.
I have a question to the voice in the sky. How does my body react to a full moon? Or blood moon? And are there blood moons on this planet?
Yeah, no, there are definitely no blood moons. I mean, you could call
Drat.
it a blood moon. The moon isn't white. The moon is a blue
Wait.
reddish color.
So it's made of like a weird asteroid that's
Yeah,
brownish.
it's probably metal, right? It
Heavy
has
metal?
a lot of like iron dust on it, maybe.
No, that would be copper, but
Copper.
it's fine.
Copper, iron. You don't know. You're not an astrologist.
Well, I mean, I know physics.
You as a person would. Your character wouldn't.
Oh yeah, no, sure.
No, I would know it.
That's me telling
He would
you
know.
out
He
of.
could just
I would
access
know.
the mainframe database and know,
Exactly.
and just literally tell you the composition of the moon.
I really don't care, but it's just like from physics point of view.
Sure,
But alright,
but-
that's fine.
So
So-
technically they could see it as a religious thing, but you never ask anything about their religion and that kind of stuff, so I'm not giving you that info.
Right. So no, I am not going to be Murder Rabbit on a full moon or blood moon.
No, you're just regular old person.
Aww.
You don't really. There's no. Generally, there isn't
Then it-
anything weird that triggers, right?
Then
Alright.
it would be a killer rabbit.
Kill a rabbit.
Killer Rabbit.
Killer rabbit.
Tis but a flesh wound. Right. So. Well, let's go and head towards the village then, because we didn't get to execute my plan.
Right, guard drops down from the ledge.
Breaks his leg.
Just
Um,
You can't break your leg.
It's
Well,
like
technically,
you're like
you could break your leg, but you just, break
you're
some
like 5
cables.
tons. You just drop down.
You just get a welder
True.
and weld it back together. Yeah, you don't care.
exactly. I don't feel pain.
Alright, so
You're like, well,
you
bugger.
start walking toward, following the mountain ridge towards the village. As you walk over the path, you notice that it slowly, clearly gets more actively used. As you walk over the fields to the north of you, you can see a fenced-off area on one of the hills, which is a bit flatter. Clearly, it has some tamed creatures living on it that they breed or keep for some reason.
Probably for food.
I could access the mainframe for that.
No, you don't. Any information on this planet you don't have, because that's
It's
kept in
new,
a separate
yeah.
database. The mainframe database is just general knowledge, right?
Okay.
You can't literally, I gave him the
Then-
3 questions, you can't just have all the answers.
I can make a request.
You can request and I'll just, you can request any data. Not
True.
on your own,
That's
of
fine.
course. Well,
That's
you
fine,
could
though.
request some data, but whatever. Generally, you only request something if you're asked to request it, or asked a question.
By the way, what happens if I fail my mission?
You're disassembled.
Oh. Okay. Yes.
You're clearly not a properly designated unit, so you need to be disassembled and figured out where...
You're a failure to droid kind, so you get disassembled. It's...
No, you're not a failure. They just disassemble you, figure out what's wrong, fix it, and put you back together. Probably get some data to see the situation again and designate what happened. You probably get assigned to a different person.
I find out that my ruler was a bit mad and just did something and killed himself, and then they're like, "Oh, okay."
No, suicide you
along.
definitely need to be able to prevent.
But alright, so
But
let's
that
head
by
into the
idiocy.
village. Let's go and
Idiocy.
say hi.
Let's go and say hi to the
Yes.
village that is unknown.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. I have to agree.
Alright, as you walk down the path of the village, towards the village, you see someone walking up the path towards you. It's a little
Question.
group.
Do we have paws or hands?
You have furry hands. Your hands have a bit of fur on the back of them.
And are there? Do I have really sharp nails?
Do you trim your nails?
I mean, I use those suckers to kill. So
I
Oh,
used
you've never
those
been trained to
suckers
kill. You've been trained in politics and,
well, I mean,
conflict resolution.
surely I can defend myself.
Sure, you can defend. Yeah,
And I've
you've had
probably
combat
been, like-
training.
Yeah.
So have you had combat training with claws and that kind of stuff? So you're
Yeah.
trained with your own claws because that's
Yes.
character specific.
I'm like unarmed.
Alright, so
unarmed
you're
training.
trained in unarmed combat. So yes,
Yeah.
your nails are sharp.
Nice.
So you can use it to kill someone, though you don't know how effective it is on the creatures of this planet.
Yeah, we'll find out. Probably, maybe, hopefully not.
So towards you walks a group of 3, which clearly has one, like, village elder and 2 guards or something. They are currently carrying some primitive weapons that look like axes. And the guy in the center looks a bit older, has a grayish hair, and is walking using a large cane. that sticks out above him. On top of the cane is a bit of a bowl almost, but you can't quite see what's inside it. But it clearly is some type of staff or that kind of thing. It's fairly well made.
Jara, wat je zegt?
Hm?
No, nothing.
Alright,
Alright.
Those eyes.
Sure. Alright, so I'm gonna say like, g'day.
Hello, you are probably the advisor and traveler we have heard so much of. Welcome
Indeed
to
I
our
am.
local village. I am Ismotep, elder and current leader of this village. With me are Machor and Rachek. They are my 2 personal guards and leaders of our 2 defensive units.
I'm making notes.
Now I'm giving you your time to make your notes.
I'm making notes.
Right.
Did you note the guards?
No, because I didn't, like, I can't type that fast.
Did your droid remember anything?
No.
I'm not doing secondary introductions.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch the names of the people that are escorting you. What are their names again?
They are Rachar
Yes.
and Regos.
I don't know if I spelled them correctly, but that's fine.
Vragen en regels.
Doesn't matter, they can't write. They have developed language, but not paper literacy.
Right.
So you could introduce them to literacy. Rachar is current head of defensive action, and Regos is head of aggressive action, which mainly means
Offense.
currently without war that he rules the hunting parties.
Huh.
They just go.
Whatever.
Both of them grunt. Please, let us not stand out here in the cold and return to our village.
Lead
And
the
he
way.
just- and he turns around and walks forward with his cane, with the 2 guards. One of them walking in front of him, and the other waiting for you both, and then following behind you. Not necessarily in an aggressive stance, but in a curious stance, because he's never seen anything like you before, so it's intriguing to him. As you enter the village, you can clearly see that these are houses made out of stones that they've collected from the mountains. It's built on round a hill, and in the center of the hill, it's a fairly flat hill, in the center stands a massive obelisk. It seems hand-carved. You can't really make out what's on it, but it clearly has some value to the locals. All the houses seem to be built of loose stones stacked on top of each other with wooden roofs on it. There are children playing in some sort of domed area where it's almost an open, like almost a square, a market square, but then roofed off. And at the edges it's just open. And in the center are some children playing some games together. They seem to have carved something in the ground which they seem to be playing a game on. There's a couple women standing on the side watching them. In the houses it's bustling with activity. Close to the obelisk stands a bigger house, clearly built of separate sections that they put together. The elder starts heading towards that. Please, if you have any questions, ask. I am here to inform.
Alright, so, well, I am sent here to unite all the tribes. What seems to be the issue?
See, we are one tribe consisting of 3, but some of the other tribes are either too far away from us to work with, to trade. With some we do trade, but they don't trade with us. Others just We don't know. Sometimes they ignore us, but sometimes they fight, and then Regos takes over the warring and supports our 3 tribes together, bringing forth an army to protect our local village.
Alright. And what, in your opinion, is the best way to solve this issue?
If we could trade with the other tribes and support our culture to them, they could maybe understand the ways of Imhotep. And then we could all be one.
So, who is Imhotep? Is he a spiritual being?
Imhotep is our fierce and loyal leader in our mind. Every man and woman and child has his power come from Imhotep, who supports them and leads them into battle. But not all tribes believe this. We honor Imhotep through our obelisk, where we carve the names of our fallen, so they could forever rest at his side. And he points his hand to the massive obelisk. We carve their names, and currently we have space for not many more. If our next war is too big, too dangerous, we will need to make a second altar.
Alright, well, I'm here to prevent that.
I hope. And he pushes open the door to the large building with clearly a large hallway, which comes out into a chamber with a large table in the center, with a larger chair on the head of it, and some chairs to the sides. This is my courtroom. I sit at the head of the table, and my advisors collect themselves together. And together we talk about the village and what needs to be changed. We have a meeting scheduled tonight. You might want to join us, or if you are too tired of travel, I can show you to a room.
Well, we will surely attend, but a room sounds good for now.
Right, so he walks back into the hallway, and painstakingly, slowly starts climbing a flight of stairs. Just Kane, step up to the step up, Kane, step up, Kane, until he reaches the top. At the top there's a large balcony where you can see down, and to the left and to the right are two closed off rooms. In the one he says, "This is my room. If the door is open, you can come in any time, but if it is closed, it is probably because I am resting. Please do not disturb me then." And on the other side, "This is your room. I am very sorry, but because of our current spacing issues, you will have to share a room. I hope you do not mind. Otherwise, in the future, we might be able to create your own separate housing. But for now, this will have to do, I hope."
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
So he pushes open the door.
It's fine.
Yeah, because, your guard doesn't need to sleep and all. He pushes open the door, and it's a spacious room with a desk with some on it some notes and something that looks like a device with some rocks on a wire running from left to right. You don't really know what they use it for, but it's clearly on the desk, and they clearly have an active use for it since the stones have been rounded a bit through use. In the room stand 2 big beds, separated from each other. They have been made of wood, clearly masterfully crafted, and are plated with straw, and on top of it hides.
Sure.
So this is what they sleep on generally, or just the hides, but because you are assigned as important, you get a more expensive bed. So he says, "I will leave you to rest now. Please, if you have any questions, I will be downstairs preparing for our important meeting tonight. He turns around and starts walking outside. Oh, and please feel free to explore the village. They've been all expecting you and are very excited to meet you. And you hear the sound of him going down the stairs. Dunk, pop, pop, dunk, pop, pop. As the sound fades away.
10 out of 10. Alright, so let's go and jump down the flight of stairs, explore the village.
Alright, so you want to set up anything? Just, Mr. Guard? Anything
Yes.
you want to do specifically?
I first want to check out the room because I'm a guard. I need to protect this, sir.
I'm gonna say, like, you take care of guard duties, I'll be outside meeting the locals.
Yes, I still have to be there though.
Well, you have to make a decision here. Do you go and check out the room? Or are you gonna go with
I
him?
accompany my ruler at the moment, and I will check the room later.
No, it's fine, I insist. Go check out the room. You need to do your thing. I'll do my thing.
No, this is not how it works. I'll accompany you. Yes.
Are you going in? Are you neglecting my orders?
I guess I have to check out the room first.
Yes, there
Before
might be hidden traps and other dangerous things.
Alright, roll for me to check out the room.
Check for traps.
Right, it'll take a bit, but you won't really find much of anything.
Okay.
Alright,
then
so, yeah, while you do that, George, you're gonna walk down the stairs, head outside, and, while you're in the village, where do you want to head off to?
I want to head towards the children.
Alright, so as you head towards the square, you're clearly turning some heads of people who've already seen you pass by with the two guards that were with Ismotep at first are now standing next to the entrance of the large house, clearly having a friendly chat with each other. You can understand most of the language, but there are some words you can't make out because your translator just hasn't picked up yet what they mean. Over time, you'll understand the language more. Ismotep clearly spoke to you in a more simplified version of their tongue, so you could understand. But the children might be difficult to talk with because they speak in accents and, slur their words.
That's fine. I'll manage.
So as you reach the square, you see the children playing. Some of them stop to turn around, and a couple run towards you, just looking at you with the giant kid is investigating eyes. And they just start blasting you with questions. Who are you? Why are you here? Are you gonna talk to mommy? Where are you from? Why do you have hair? That kind of stuff.
Are you my
Why do I
daddy?
have hair?
I mean, you're clearly a lot more hairy than
Oh,
the
yeah,
kids
yeah.
are, right?
Why do
Now,
you have
children, listen up. You gather around. I have a story to tell.
Right. And the kids are just squeaking with happiness, and they're gonna a couple run off and collect the others, and soon you have a semicircle formed around you of all the kids sitting and just looking at you expectantly.
Alright, children, now, this is a story from not all too long ago. I was going through the mountains, which is a wonderful sight to behold. There, I encountered this big burp. Or bird.
Oh! A Targot!
A Targot, yes, indeed. It was the most beautiful thing you will probably ever see. He came down and tried to, do its thing. But as you can see, I am still alive. I grabbed the bird mid-flight and tore it in half.
Jesus!
This is not to frighten you, but to tell you that I am here to protect. And I will guide all of you towards a better future, with or without the birds, as you desire.
Why are you hairy?
Oh, you see, little one. This is because where I am from, it is very cold. So our hair naturally develops more and grows out. Where you will probably, if you let it grow, have some too.
Ow.
It's very warm and comfy.
But why?
I don't know.
Okay.
It is the way it is. It is how I was created. It is who I am. Good evening, Aiden. Good evening, and welcome to this show. Enjoy your stay.
Alright, so the kids are just gonna keep blasting you with the most kid questions, right? Things like, where did you come from? Why are you
Where
here?
did you go? Where did you come from?
Why are you cotton? No.
No, I presume because I am a rabbit that I'm fairly soft, right?
You're really fluffy. So
So are there children like trying to cuddle up towards me
no,
and like?
because you're still a bit unique and scary to them, right? So they
Oh,
keep
yeah,
their
yeah.
distance, but they're still blasting you with every question they can come up with.
All right. I am waiting.
What about
I am a
rabbits?
rabbit.
Well, he's not full on rabbit.
Well, I am partial rabbit.
Eat a bite of rabbit. He's a species that developed from rabbits.
Yes.
Hyper intelligent.
I'm basically a rabbit on steroids, but that's lore.
A rabbit on steroids.
Yeah.
I'm not
got
necessarily
juice.
on steroids.
I mean, got juice.
God. If you want to call
Kind
it
of.
that, sure. There is a name for this stuff.
Yes, that's what I just said.
Alright, so now, so are you just
Right,
gonna
so-
keep talking with the children? Or
I mean, I'm going to like play with them a bit and toss them around and just do.
toss the
Toss
children
them
around!
Yeah,
Just
Yeah,
grab a
play-
child and toss it!
in a playful way. I'm not trying to.
Like you're
To
playing
harm
with your
them.
food.
Alright
No,
then.
like you know, they're just gathering around. They want to hear the stories. No, I am on a planet, or we are on a planet, not in deep space. We are trying to bring all the tribes together that live on this planet, or at least a couple of them.
He might actually mean the Discord channel.
Oh, shh.
No, alright, to get back on topic. So you're just gonna keep continuing interact with the child, get him to like you, that kind of stuff. As the evening begins to approach, Ragar's gonna walk up to you and carefully put his hand on your shoulder. Sir, the elder is starting the meeting soon. If you
Okay, so
wish-
I was busy with the children, right?
Yeah.
And he laid his hand on my shoulder.
yeah,
so I'm
but
gonna
in a
turn
way
around
that
and
he
go-
doesn't try to scare you, right? He just
Oh no,
tries
no,
to
but
get
I'm like jumpy because I'm a webbit.
all right.
So I'm gonna like.
Hands off, right in the air. I'm sorry. The meeting is starting soon, and I thought you wanted to accompany.
yes.
Attend.
Very
attend.
well.
So please,
shall-
if you'd
I
wish
shall
to
accompany
accompany me. So he walks with you back towards the large house. As you enter, guard.
Yes?
Golf Romeo Delta is going to be walking down the stairs. Just finishing his inspection. Inspection.
Inspection. My
Well,
expectation.
whatever.
Yeah.
He's finishing his expectations.
Yes.
So
I
then
finished my inspection.
You finished your inspection, and you're gonna just walk down the stairs to join with your master to say, And as you walk
Pasta.
as you walk into the room, you can see that the elder's sitting in the head of the chair with his cane leaning against it, and in the 6 chairs in front of him, in one of them, Regels is already sitting. The other across from him, Ragar is walking up and taking his seat. There's a younger looking woman sitting there, who seems to look fairly dirty, right? She has a bit hands that look a bit grayish. So she's clearly some type of crafter. She makes stuff, but
She makes shit.
yeah, she makes shit.
Shit.
There's someone sitting in some more lighter garbs with a cane, another type of cane resting against them, but that clearly looks more like a staff almost. A big wooden stick with almost
A gem?
something carved into it, walking across it. You can't really identify what his task would be, but it seems that he has a very well-formed body, so he seems to work out a lot, do a lot of sports, that kind of stuff.
Very athletic.
Quite an athletic body. One of them sits another man who seems to be almost politic-like. He has a large backpack standing next to him. Well, something you assume is a backpack. A large, almost like bag, right? And he smells of animals. And sitting across from him is another woman that clearly has a lot of interaction with the people. She looks a bit older.
Like herbalist type woman.
Not really an herbalist, more like a spokesperson for the rest of the
Counselor.
a counselor, almost the counselor for the rest of the village, right? She talks to the local villagers, sees what their opinions on stuff are, that kind of stuff. She's an advisor for the village. And a bit off to the side, not currently joined at the table, a bit heightened, is a chair for you, so you can overlook their meeting and get a bit of a feeling for what they have to say. You could probably give some input, but you don't know yet if they, how they'd react.
Alright, so I'm going to first of all greet the craftsman woman.
Alright.
And good evening, my lady, and give her a polite kiss on her hand. Knightly, being almost knightly.
Alright, your
a
lips now
webbit.
taste of clay.
Oh, that's fine, I don't care.
A webbit.
Alright, hello miss, I'm Webbit! Now, she just, because that's something extremely weird in her culture. So
Yes.
she just looks at you like, okay, this is apparently normal for you.
And I'm gonna just walk, and I'm like, good evening, the rest of you. I'm gonna take place on my seat.
Alright, and so the elder says, on the table, in the center, is something that almost looks like something scratched into the table itself. Something that looks a bit like the mountain range you're currently in. And on the table itself is a bunch of food. So there's some slabs that are clearly meat, stacked on top of each other. There's a pile of some weird blue purplish vegetables. They look a bit round, but they clearly seem to have some. They seem to grow underground because there's still here and there a bit of dirt on it. They are clearly steaming, so of hotness, so they've been cooked or something. And there's some other assorted foods on the table itself.
Yeah.
So the elder just picks up his cane off the side because everyone's silently chatting a bit. No, not silently, but whispering to each other, having a bit of a conversation. He slams it down on the ground, causing a large, loud noise.
A loud bang.
Kind of like a bang, but clearly something intended to get the attention, right? So everyone instantly shuts up. And
Order!
That kind of thing. So he shuts up and he says, welcome everyone to this council.
To Project O.
With us today, we have a diplomat from far lands. His name is Mr. Opperton, and he is, as you may have seen him before, seated on the spectating chair currently. He is free to, of course, join in any of our discussions, but please make him feel welcome. Everyone nods a bit, like a couple makes some eye contact, and he's like, "Hi." Right. The lady just blushes and sits, just tries to avoid your looks. And the elder puts his hand on the table. So, first order of business. How has the trade been going? And the man with the backpack sits up straight, opens his backpack and puts down a small ornamental pot on the table. The village to the west has given us a peace offering. They wish to atone for past mistakes, they say, and wish to make up for their previous engagements. The elder nods his head and says, "Good, good. Please have Maya," and the lady with the greyish clay hands, "Maya, could you please craft them a return offer to show that we do not have hard feelings here?" And she nods and yes, "Yes, of course, elder." The what's it called? Regos just puts his hand
Rules?
on the table.
Yeah, no, go on.
Regos puts his hands on the table and he says, "All right, this means we do not need to worry about their forces anymore. I will stop sending my scouts to see how their army is currently developing. Is there any other place we should be paying attention to?" And the trader waves his hand, seemingly trying to get the attention, and he says, but wait. The South Village has been recently attacking our local traders before they could reach the village, sending them off. So, we are unable to gain any information. They might be preparing something, but we cannot be sure." Regels puts his fist down and says, "All right, I will send my scouts to see what is going on." The elder nods again and he says, "All right, I can see that you're handling the matter. I will currently have no opinion until you have some more information for me."
All right.
Then the older lady in the back just again waves her hand in front over the table, so it's clearly their way of gaining the attention
Getting
of the rest
attention,
of the
yeah.
table. And she says, "The people are currently very happy, but they wish that we could build some more houses because it's getting cramped in some." And the guy next to her just says, "All right, I will proceed to build these houses, but first, elder, where do you wish to designate them? We have completed another circle. Should we begin another or expand current housing?" And the elder just sits there. "Mr. Opperton, what do you think? Should we add another circle to the ring of the village, or should we expand our current housing to fit more?"
That depends on how everything is structured in here. If there are, what's there mean? Right. That depends. If there are lots of families, then I would say, or if families are getting bigger, I would say build better, bigger housing. But if there are lots of young couples that want to move together, then I would say build more instead of bigger.
Yes. Could you work with this? And the guy just sits up straight and says, "Yes, of course. This would mean we'd need to add another ring, because our family generation is currently expanding. Other villages are sending their daughters to marry our sons, and we are sending out our daughters to marry theirs. So we would need to add another ring to the village. I will proceed with the planning and inform you next week, and inform you in another 6 sons." And the elder nods. "All right. I look forward to your report." "Is there any other matter that needs to be addressed?"
What about the? Wait, no, there is no city to the east. No, there are 3 3 tribes, right? Yeah.
This is a village
Yes.
consisting of 3 tribes unified into one village. So no, there is another tribe to the east. That's a tribe on the coast, a fishing tribe. But
Ah. Right.
so you could ask.
What about the people to the east? Why don't we have any news from there?
The trader just turns around, looks at you. Trade is currently going very well. They trade us their fish, we trade them our hides. And there is no real news to report on the matter of trade.
So what's holding you back from forming an alliance with each other?
Their tribe believes not in Igmotep. Their tribe believes in Aquodos. They see Aquodos favors their water, they say. He says their fishing improves when Aquodos blesses them. But Igmotep, we think, can support us more. As such, we do trade and are at peace, but cannot unify.
Alright. If that is such a big problem for you, then I understand.
It's not necessarily a problem for them, but, you know.
Well, they want everybody to follow their
Yeah,
god.
they want, exactly, not
So,
not cult here. They want everyone to be convinced of the ways of Igmotep.
that's
Otherwise,
basically a cult.
if they bury their dead, how can they be respected and rest eternally?
Right, so I assume the council continues or gets dismissed. I don't know what if you have
But they're
anything
just gonna be eaten
more
now.
sure.
So,
Oh, alright.
yeah.
Yeah, we will dine. Except for my knight in shining armor.
You just stand there to the side. Just,
Yeah.
You know, security type.
Yeah,
buff dude.
I wanted to ask something, right?
Yeah?
Because I'm a droid. Do I need something like power or something?
No, you have a building reactor, you don't
Yeah, you
need
have a
to.
built-in reactor.
Ah, okay.
The reactor needs to be recharged with a new core, but that's every 10 years.
Oh.
And
You are fine.
you've had a fresh core
Yeah,
before you began the mission.
I think
because
they fitted a new one in
Yeah,
before we started because
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, then we shall dine, and we'll see from there.
we'll
Alright.
see from there.
So, everyone starts to eat their food. Regels walks up to you, and you leave your chair. He picks it up, puts it on the next to the table, right, so you can actually eat with them.
Yeah.
And Ismotep the Elder just looks at you, Golf Ramiel Delta. Just looks at you. Should you not eat, brave warrior?
He does not require substance at this moment. He can dine in our room.
All right, but please let us know if he needs anything. He has.
Oh,
not
you
really
shall be
said
made
much
aware.
since we met.
Okay.
And he just, you know, because you're of a strange culture, it doesn't really matter much. So they start eating, and just the
You
casual,
basically don't exist for them.
the small talk conversations just going on, right? A couple are discussing some local politics. The elderly woman addresses Gaga and says, Gaga, you should marry soon. You need to
Wink,
produce
wink, nudge,
strong
nudge.
children like yourself to support the village. And he just carefully scuffs away the other spoon. I'm not hearing you!
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
So, we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break.
Right. So, this is Project Eloria Live. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
And we're back.
Welcome back to Project Eloria Live, where we continue with village stuff.
Village
Politics.
stuff, yes.
We're
course.
continuing with the mission of George Opperton.
Indeed.
I still like that name.
I'm
Alright,
glad you
so
like the
let's
name.
go. To the south. Well, no, not now, but
Too bad.
Too
Yes.
bad.
Right, so the after dinner, the elder just grabs his cane again, knocks it on the ground again, making that loud, very distinct sound. Sounds a bit like someone like smashing wood against a rock. Right. So everyone again shuts up and he says, "Thank you all so much for the advice. Tomorrow we will have another council. Go home to your families now and rest." So everyone nods. They say goodbye to each other. They leave. You guys, George gets a couple nods in his direction. Ragar walks up to you, GRD guard, touch on
Yes.
the shoulder. "We should spar once."
Yes,
Sure.
we could. We
I
could.
would
We
love to see how mighty a warrior is from another realm.
we could arrange it. Yes.
Great. We'll talk about it tomorrow. And he walks.
course.
does the craftsman woman look at me?
She just quickly, like after the elder dismissed everyone, she just stood up, gave a hand to the elderly lady, said, "I'll see you soon," and she just quickly walks off.
She's traumatized.
Thanks, by the way.
Right.
I have a Finnick thing.
So, let's go sleep, and then like wake
No,
up
no,
at
no.
like 6.
You go sleep.
Yes, I go sleep.
I will
You
protect.
stand guard.
I will protect.
Guard. Guard.
Alright, so
Guard.
you
That's
walk
not
up
in my.
the stairs to your room. You go lie in your quite uncomfortable bed. You're used to, high
Hey,
quality.
I have my
silken-
own fur to lay on. Thank you very much.
Sure, you're lying on your fur, but it's still not that comfortable as your bed, in your own mansion at home.
Maybe we should teach these people some technology that we have.
Teach
you
them
need
how
to be
make a
very
bed.
careful that you don't, that you don't weird them out.
No, but things like
I can just have I can have my droid guard read up on a manual how to build a bed, and then have him build a bed from wood and nice things, and then
yes, and
Sure.
like I don't know if
Feathers, probably.
yeah.
if they have the wheel or something, but make cards to make life easier.
They have wheels. They can make
Okay.
things. They're
Jet
They make some
engines.
pretty
Oh,
hot wheels.
like some jet engine. Oh,
jet
sorry,
engines, yeah.
sorry,
Clearly
sorry.
have the
Some
material to
I-
make a jet engine.
I'm ahead of time a bit.
A
Yeah,
bed.
just-
Just like 500 years. Well, no, technically it would be like
yeah, we're gonna set
800.
you up a teleporter to the other village.
Yeah.
It'll be
But-
fine.
But yes, but I could be applied to help the village as well.
Yeah, she
Sure you
good.
Alright, so
So I'm gonna go sleep. He's gonna
You're gonna
go,
go sleep.
guard. My guard's gonna go guard.
yeah, he's gonna go guard. So, Mr. Guard,
Yes.
I'd love you to roll a dice for me to see if you notice anything through the night, or see if anything interesting happens. No. No, you just stand there, watch him sleep.
Just gonna stand
wait.
here.
That's kind of scary. Watch him sleep. Like,
I
Well,
mean,
you don't have any. I don't. Do you have any particular feelings when you do this?
no. I can feel love, but
do
not.
you just want to let your mind wander and, look up some
Your
important,
programs.
look up some data, reformat some drives,
Look
Yeah,
at
yeah.
some pictures stored in your data bank.
download some medieval weaponry guides,
Ooh.
get
No.
some-
Some sparring techniques and things like, from
short
the medieval.
stances and
Yeah, because I kind of need to.
samurai shit.
Yes.
Oh yeah, what kind of do you want to take a more European fighting style or more Asian classical Asian fighting? Like
I
Just
think
grab the Earth types.
the most. Yeah, I think I'm going for a European.
Right.
Just to match their style a bit, not to weird them out too much.
Alright, because the style they fight with, you have no clue, right? Because you've never seen them
Yeah,
fight. So
no,
you
of
have no
course, but
analyze. You have no data on how they fight.
not yet.
Not yet.
But
I
you're
have
gonna get it.
Yeah, I wanted to say I have like scanning device. If I see
Exactly.
people fight,
So
I can
I'm
just
just going to
interpret
tell you,
it.
like, wake me up at 6, and then I'm gonna go sleep.
Okay.
Right, so the night goes by uneventfully, and
Wait, how does it work?
what?
Wake you up at 6. Are the day
Yeah.
cycles the same?
No,
There's a universal time, so you wake me up at 6 like universal time.
that
Okay.
will.
No.
I'd say grab the planetary time, but
Yeah, sure.
you
Yeah.
don't know the planetary time cycle too well, right? So
We
I'd
know
say-
that.
Well, we know. No, we know how much a day would be because orbit. We have a probe in orbit, and
Yeah, but
We
have
have-
did you ask for that data? No.
I'll ask the
just to be
mainframe.
fair,
I'll ask the mainframe right
how
now.
how late is 6?
Yes. How late is 6 in the morning?
This planet cycles through.
Um,
The solar cycle takes 31 hours.
31 hours. So around.
That's a very cold planet.
Mm-hmm. Why do you
Then-
think it's filled with barren mountains?
Then your fur fits right.
My fur fits very well.
Yes. So around 6. Then it would be around 8, I'll say. More?
It's just like wake me up at like crack of dawn, basically.
Yes. Yes. Let's use that. Crack of dawn.
Right.
1 second.
1 second while our voice in the sky eats a whatever.
But can I research some small things from the village, like the building from throughout the window?
Yeah, you can analyze their building style.
Okay. Then I'll do that in the
gather
meantime.
data.
Yeah, I'll observe the town as well through the window, kinda.
Right, so you notice they don't use any type of mortar, right? It's just it's stones stacked on top of each other, just forcefully slammed on top of each other to hold stuck, and then with a wooden frame around it to keep it in place.
Yeah.
They seem to use quite wide stones,
Mm-hmm.
and they are able to turn trees into logs, though you're not really sure where the trees come from yet, because you haven't really seen like a forest.
Sure.
Okay.
Maybe that's like one of the trade commodities from the southern village. That could be.
You
That
don't
could
know,
be a good hypothesis.
you don't have the data.
I know.
So
Um,
we could
That's why
ask
I'm
for it.
hypothesizing.
You could ask, of course.
We could ask. Yeah.
So I presume I just get woken up at the crack of dawn
Yeah,
and
so.
be all.
As the sun starts cracking through the window, you naturally wake up because, damn, that's just a lot of light, right? My eyes!
I'm not a vampire. I'm a webbit.
Sure, but, you're not happy if your room is suddenly filled with light.
I don't think you have curtains or something.
No, you definitely don't have curtains.
So
I could use you as a curtain.
Their clothes are made of hides, right? They have
Yeah.
dried
okay.
hide. as
So it's
clothing.
quite primitive.
They don't really have silk or cotton.
So it's
or
like
anything.
medieval-ish, but like wooden medieval, not stone.
Early medieval. A bit like the barbarian tribes. Maybe post-Roman a bit.
No, no,
Okay.
no, no, no. That's not how that works.
If we look from an early view, then maybe.
But, it's a completely different world, so there's
Yeah.
no real comparison. Easy comparison. But maybe a bit Viking-esque.
No, we can't compare it. So.
But they do have metal.
You can't compute.
Heavier or
Okay.
soft metal?
You don't know, you haven't used the metal. I have metal.
Okay. Yes, go on.
You meant music. I was
Yeah,
thinking
she
metal
did.
type, right?
Yeah.
Heavy or soft? Maybe Viking.
Viking metal.
But okay, so it's the crack of dawn. He
So,
wakes up by the burning
I'm
of
going
his
to like
eyes.
look. You're going to spar. I'm going to wander through the village, meeting people.
I'm going to.
Stop by at the workshop.
Can't I kind of suggest that we make some festivity out of the sparring? Because the newcomer versus the head of defense.
Oh yeah, you should probably lose the battle.
It's yeah.
That's an assessment for you to make.
Yeah.
You can either forcefully lose it, properly fight out the battle and see what happens, or win it to prove that, see, I am very strong.
Isn't there a possibility to make it a tie?
I mean,
You should knock him unconscious immediately.
if you knock him
Then-
unconscious, you win.
Yeah.
No,
So then at least like he doesn't take any cuts or bruises. So we don't injure him.
Yeah, but I don't know if you want to knock him unconscious instantly.
I think I'll
Well,
fight.
if we want to be seen as gods,
well,
because if we make ourselves
but
if
we
we make
don't-
ourselves the gods of the village and we do that to the other villages, then we get seen by all the villages as one god and they can be united.
Sure, but I don't know if that'll sustain when you leave.
Who's no, because I'll be the king of the tribe, so why would I want to leave? Maybe I don't want to leave.
That's on you, but you're expected to leave after, you know,
I
the
know.
5 years or until you've reached your goal.
I know,
Okay.
but things
I'll
can
think.
change.
I'm thinking about just like see where the fight goes, but not fight in a really harmful way. So it's more blocking and just
Just keep
make-
him at bay at all times and don't
Yeah.
get injured.
exactly, and don't injure him as well. To see where it goes, and then eventually he'll quit because of stamina.
Alright, so
Stamina.
as you walk outside and head towards the roofed plaza, you walk into the towards the plaza and you can clearly see that they've designated an arena. So they've put little sticks in the ground with some type of like thin leather strips spanned between the sticks to form a large round arena in the center. In it is already standing Rhaegar is already standing in the center. He's holding a large axe, like he's leaning on top of it, but instead of the metal blade that he wielded before, it's a large wooden blade with a rounded edge. Across from him, stuck in the sand, is an almost perfect replica of your sword, but made from wood. And he
Damn.
just stands there. Our woodworkers have worked very hard through the night to replicate your weapon. Of course, we could not estimate its weight, so we hope it is to your liking. We could, of course, modify it a bit to make it a bit heavier, but that would take some time.
Would take some time.
But so I'll pick up the two-handed weapon just to feel it and be like, it's a little lighter, but it'll do.
It's quite a bit lighter. Elorian's
It's quite
heavy
a bit
metal, right?
lighter.
So
Yeah.
it looks not too heavy, but because of the core inside of your sword, it's extremely heavy.
Yeah, so I kind of can flick it through my hand.
You can
like,
easily wield this one-handed, right? You can just
yes. But no. I'll go in the correct stance and wear it two-handed or use it two-handed just to make the fight as
Alright,
good as
so
possible.
Regos walks out into the arena with his own actual battle axe hanging from his belt, in a big leather ring tied to his a big belt running around his chest, and he takes it out and with the back of it he draws a line and puts it down. According to our traditions, a fight shall continue until one either taps out, and he says, and he puts his hand towards Rhaegar, which he forcefully taps his own wrist to show, like, this is how you tap out, right?
Yeah.
Or you become unconscious. And, well, yeah, he just stands there like, yeah, you know what that means, right?
Like,
And,
I'm not good at.
Regels also then says, if I, current arena master, decide the fight needs to be stopped because one of our 2 fighters will sustain serious injury, I will mark so by smashing my axe into the arena. And to proceed, he lifts up his massive axe and just smacks it down. You feel the ground shake a bit, and it sinks half into the dirt floor.
It's a shitty Sands arena.
No, it's dirt. It's just stamped together dirt because of the market, because it's generally the play area for the kids and stuff. So
Yeah.
a lot of people walk there, so it's very rough, quite hard. So he just lifts it off again, leaving a little groove in the ground where his axe used to sit. Do you both understand and accept these terms? Rahar lifts up his axe, slams on the ground, and says, "I do."
I'm kind of standing in the stance to say yes, I do.
All right. Regels walks backwards outside of the arena and says, "Let the battle commence." Right. We're in combat. Since you have been challenged, technically, you're gonna get the first combat, first phase, first action.
The first phase.
You get the first action. So you have your own choice in how you want to take this action.
I want to proceed.
How you want to proceed, yeah.
I think I'm going into I'm gonna attack him with like a side slash from right to left, kinda.
Right, so you're gonna step forward and swipe your sword.
Yes.
Alright, roll for me. Alright. This is interesting.
Excellent fucking
Alright,
job.
so you're gonna attempt... So, in your attempt to swipe, you really underestimate how light your sword is. And before you even can make the swing, you just kind of put it down for the thing and just drop it. And you just put it on the ground. And Ragar's gonna look at you like, "Okay then!" And he's just gonna lift his axe.
Where we're going, I don't need this sword.
I'm just gonna attempt to slam it with the flat edge of it, slam on top of your head. Right, a 5. So
Die, FBI.
he's still gonna hit. So do you want to dodge?
Yes. I'll take the right.
Just absorb it, probably.
You could easily absorb the
And be
hit,
like-
but
That's fine.
that's a 9. Alright, so you just easily step to the left over your sword, and as the axe just comes down, he pulls it back towards himself and he says, "Pick up your sword, let's actually fight."
Actually, fight?
So,
Can I
hard,
ask
hard.
you a question? Okay, so I pick up my sword again and then go into the battle stance again.
Yeah.
And this time I'm gonna attack again with the same action.
Alright.
So let's see
And
what
not
happens.
fuck it up.
Alright. So
Um,
he's gonna try to backstep. So hop to the back to avoid your swing. Alright. As he begins his backstep, you just make the swing and hit him right in his side, where you can you hit him, but you don't try to continue on the slice, right? Because otherwise, you're afraid
You might crush him.
yeah,
break
might
his
crush
ribs
him.
and stuff. So he
Yeah.
clearly takes that hit, and he's clearly not very happy about it. He's just go.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
So he's gonna lift up his axe again and gonna swing it down onto your shoulder, which your left shoulder,
My left shoulder.
down from the top to on your left shoulder. Right. Do you want to, it's gonna hit. Do you want to
I want
counter,
to
or-
I want to block it with my sword.
Alright, just block it on top.
Yeah.
Alright, roll. Alright, so you lift up your blade and you just stop it with ease. You hear the wood creak as the axe just slams down on top of it.
And then, yes, it's my phase again. I think I'll go right attack from there. So like I'm gonna push away the axe and then kind of turn it around to.
So just you have the axe right now like this.
Yeah, and then
Push it off, turn it into
push it off.
slice.
Yes.
Alright, roll. Alright, he's gonna try to, as you push off his axe, he's gonna try to slam it down in front of him as a bit of, like, using the large portion of the axe as a shield, almost. But he's not quick enough, so as he begins putting it down, you just hit him in the other side. And he goes, ugh!
He's getting thoroughly smacked.
Yeah, he's getting a bit destroyed right now.
Okay, so yeah.
You're up again. Oh, he's up because
No,
that's
he's up.
defensive action. Alright, what he's gonna do is he's gonna hold the bottom side of the handle and he's gonna turn the top and pull it off.
Oh.
Having almost like a baton and a shield. That's his action.
Okay.
So
Then-
he's basically just transformed his weapon.
He's going from a two-hander to two one-handed, kind of akimbo style of fighting.
More like a shield and a baton, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Hashtag meest to the face.
I want to kind of.
You can just probably pulverize his shield if you put your strength into it.
Yeah, but I do not
Like,
want to
whack the
harm him.
shield.
I do not want to harm him
No,
that
no,
much.
no.
Whack the shield. Yeah, I'm gonna try to
Break the shield.
to
Smack
break
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna smack the shield, trying to break it.
Alright. $19. Right, he's just gonna brace.
Brace for impact. Ooh,
Better.
very close.
Alright, so as you swing your sword towards his shield, his improv shield, it smashes into it, forming cracks along your blade, but also breaking his shield in half, but it still absorbs the full hit.
Okay.
Now he doesn't have a shield.
Yes. That was my
Right, so
action.
he's gonna throw off the shield, take two hands on the baton, and just gonna try and smash you on the side of your head. Right on your temple, trying to knock you out in one big blow. Roll well, roll well, roll well. Ah! Now, what do you want to do?
I wanna. Can I like hold it off with one hand and then try to kind of give him a poke?
You want to absorb the hit and counterattack.
Yes.
Alright,
Just
so
grab it. No, I grab the.
Yeah. Grab it, and then counter attack.
grab it in his swing and then, alright, roll.
Yep.
That's gonna be a tough roll. Alright, so as you attempt to grab it, you just, instead of properly grabbing it, it just slams into your hand. You don't really care because you're a robot, but looks painful. And
Yeah.
you just stab forward your sword. But he just has the leather. So it pushes into him, pushes him back a bit, like he just scrapes against the floor. And you can clearly see that there's a bit of blood coming out from his chest where you stabbed him. But
Too much force.
battle isn't stopped yet.
Too much force, maybe.
So you're up again.
I'm up again.
Yeah, your turn.
Knock him down. Just knock him unconscious.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock him unconscious, like with the back of my sword. Not too much.
Use the pommel
Yes.
to knock him out.
Yeah.
Alright. Right, so he's gonna attempt to use the baton to block your pommel coming in. Just deflect it, knock it away.
Oh!
Alright, so as you're as you swing, just try to come in with the back. He blocks it off and pushes you back, making you stagger and fall over on the ground.
Okay.
There's a clear cheer coming from the people around. Clearly like, okay, he can still win this, it's fine!
No, he can't.
And he takes his baton in one hand, and he's just gonna put one of his feet on your chest, and standing. Do you wish to surrender?
No, I do not.
You're up. You're on the
Okay,
ground.
So
His
I'm
foot
on the
is currently
ground.
on your chest, pushing you down.
Yeah,
Holding
is
your
my
sword still
okay? So I'm still holding my sword.
in one hand? Yeah.
I wanna kind of counterattack him by grabbing his leg to kind of let him slip off my chest,
Yeah.
and then try to roll away with my sword in hand and everything.
All right. Just roll backwards.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Roll. All right. So you put your elbow against your wrist against his against his feet, push him off your chest, and then do a backwards roll, standing up with your sword again. And he's got to the crowd, you ooh. Right, he's gonna take 2 steps forward and attempt to just smash. This seems like a very forceful smash.
Yes, it does.
So,
I want to roll away.
is this Dark
Do a
Souls now?
backflip. Do a backflip.
Do a back.
In full plate armor, do a backflip.
Alright, so you roll to the side, and as the swing comes down, making a bit of dust come up from the ground where he hit the floor. You're up.
Then I'm gonna run towards him and kind of give him a bear hug and throw him on the ground.
If you really want to impress them and have them see you as like a fighting god, you just run towards him, give him a big hug, or like put your hand on his throat and just lift him up. You were trying to say.
Ooh. But that might seem too scary as well. Then I would be a feared god. That
Yes.
wouldn't be nice, though.
Or, you know, a revered warrior.
Yeah.
True. I'll kind of
he was
do that.
He was threatening you to give your final words, and then you say, "You were trying to tell me."
I'll do what he says, like lift him up by his throat, but not pinch it, just so that he can breathe as well. But you know,
Clearly make a display of power from it.
yeah,
Because it's a big guy, he's heavy. Lifting
Yeah.
him up on one hand is like, oh god, why?
exactly.
Roll for
So
Alright, so he's gonna attempt to kick you in your chest as you approach. Yeah, no, that's not happening. So, you grab him and you lift him up, and as you start lifting him, he just taps your arm. Like, I'm done.
then I'll just put him down and just say good fight. Like stick out my hand to give him a handshake.
Yeah, so he grabs your hand, gives you a very firm handshake, says, well fought. And Regos
Well fought.
Wank.
I concede.
Danks slams the back of his axe on the ground. The battle is over. The stranger wins and has defeated Raghar. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. You fought well, my dear.
And he just puts his hand on your shoulder. Please, I need to learn some of your techniques. They are very impressive.
We could spar some more. Yes, it's possible.
Your weapon, it does seem interesting. We could make a better replica if you wish.
Yes, please. Let's try that indeed.
Alright, so you're just gonna leave with him towards the woodworking office to, you know, have them towards the woodworking house, have them start having proper weight and that kind of stuff of your weapon and try to make themselves a replica of it. They're just gonna lift it and say, "How is this heavy?"
It's reinforced
Can they
steel.
even lift it?
Huh?
Can
I
they
think
even
they.
lift it?
I think
It's
they
double
can,
your
but
weight.
like. Ah,
It's double George's weight.
so
Oh,
they probably
they
could,
probably.
but
They
they'll
could
be like.
lift They could
Yeah.
lift it. George
With like
can't.
2 people.
With 2 people, they'd lift it and just, have like bind some hides against the sharp edge where they lift it and lift it on both sides up.
Yeah.
Just go like, oh god,
You know,
why?
That's like 120 kilo. So it's just.
One
It's
person
easy,
could lift
mate.
it, but because of the sharp edge, they can't really hold it.
But wait, did I just make friends?
They really
I think
like
you
you
did.
now.
Yay!
You made friends. You don't know what the fuck a friend is, but you made friends.
No. My AI knows what friend is. What friend means because I
can
can feel
define-
love. I can feel
define
love.
Friendship.
I can feel love. Okay.
You think you can feel love.
I
but
think
can
I
you
can
actually?
feel love. Let's no.
How'd you feel?
But not now. It's
Meanwhile.
No, you were there, of course, there watching the fight. Probably.
Oh no. No.
No?
I was busy chatting with people and like and courting a woman. Wait, what?
I think that more people were like standing around
Almost
us.
I was
everyone-
looking. I was
Just
looking
about
for the
everywhere.
crafting woman.
Of
You're
course,
gonna
he's
try and
like,
swoon Maya.
I like her. She's fun. She seems nice.
You have no information on her at all.
Exactly. She seems nice.
she blushed.
She blushed.
She blushed.
She
So
probably likes my fur. She probably likes my fur.
his
So,
fluffiness.
So you ask around a bit if people know where she is, and you get reference to the crafting house, the clay.
Oh.
Like it's a bit more
Pottery.
outside of the village. There is a river running, and next to that
Yeah.
river is a house where they use the clay from the river to craft.
Ah, yes.
So she's
Oi.
there.
Who are you calling Pixel Boy?
You.
Your webcam's very pixely. Like compared to ours are very crisp, clean HD. You're 360p.
Oh god, don't move. No, that makes it worse.
Exactly. No.
Alright, so you're gonna go down to the river.
Oh yeah.
Down to the river wherever they are.
No. Oh god, yes. They noticed
Stop
me.
for a minute and leave by your side. I actually know that song, but
Yeah, I know this song too. I had to sing it for my singing lessons, but whatever.
hey, I did too.
Stop.
Notice me, senpai.
Mm. It's fine. Yes, we noticed you, but we noticed you quite a bit ago there. But
Alright,
it's
so
fine.
as you start walking down towards the river, you just follow the small path through the grass, and you approach the
Can I like
house.
take some grass and eat it?
Sure, roll for
Vegetarian.
me.
I'm a webbit.
You are
Hey
with it. Roll. 18. Alright, you grab some grass and eat it. Congratulations. You have not consumed grass.
You're not a total dipshit. I can't
No,
eat
but I like
grass.
I went like look at I went to like look at my hand and like see the sharp nails and like go like freak towards the grass, cut it off and then just eat it.
Sure, you've just cut off some grass with your nails and eaten it.
Yeah.
Just some
How does
local
it
stands there watching like, what the fuck just happened? Why is this a thing?
How you do?
Oh, can I pluck some flowers? Or are there no flowers?
There are no flowers.
It's too cold for
Aw,
flowers, man.
I'm
It's too
sad though. I'm a
cold
sad boy.
outside tonight.
So as you approach the crafter's house, you notice that it's 4 walls, but it lacks a ceiling.
Can the
Because,
fourth wall be broken down?
no, natural light. They don't have, like, light, so...
Ah, right.
And out from it is coming smoke from the back, which
Right.
clearly it looks like smoke from a fire, but doesn't seem to be like. It seems controlled.
So I'm a webbit.
yeah.
Am I sneaky? Or are my footsteps silent?
They don't hear you coming.
Alright.
At least for now.
Yeah.
As far as you know, they are unaware of your presence.
Alright.
Sneaky wabbit.
He's a sneaky
I am
baby.
webbit.
Sneaky wabbit.
I'm sneaky webbit.
Sneaky wabbit.
No, alright, so I'm just gonna walk up towards where the smoke is coming from, because where there's smoke, there's probably fire.
So as you walk around the edge, you notice that on the side, one side of the house, there's a bit of an outcropping with a large pillar made from hardened clay, and the smoke is coming from there. But it's still connected to the house, so you'd still
Alright.
need to enter.
I'm gonna like knock.
So you're gonna walk up
Knock,
to the door
knock,
and knock on it.
knocking on heaven's door. Oh.
Yes,
So,
I'm
so
gonna
from
knock on the door.
inside you hear a female voice scream, call out, "Come in, come in!"
Alright, I open the door and walk in.
You're open. As you walk in, you see a woman. You see Maya sitting at a large wooden table, which is clearly very sturdy, but it's been standing there a while since there's a bit of grass coming out at the places where the feet hit the floor of the table. The feet of the table hit the floor. The floor is made from just dirt that they've just has become a very solid through lots of walking around on it. There's against one back wall stands a large pot, which seems to be filled with clay, and next to it stands a smaller pot with water in it. On the table she's sitting on next to stands is a bit of clay, and to the side, and she's clearly working on a very good-looking ornamental pot.
Sure.
On the other side of the wall is a fire pit that feeds into through a grate and into the smoke pillar you saw before.
Ah, right.
On the other side is the wall's opened, but it's directly almost leads into the river. Just a small pathway that instantly leads into the water, and they clearly get their clay from there because it seems a bit deeper, and as you get further, it gets a bit more shallow.
Yeah.
But they seem to be putting stuff from there.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just sitting there, clearly focused on the thing she's making, carefully. Like, she's already made it very round, but she's now seems to be adding some ornamental details with her thumbs, like pinching it together and adding some more clay, using a bit of water she has next to her in a small bowl to make it nice and flush.
Alright. Good morning, fair lady.
She looks up, she just goes, "Oh! Hello! What brings you to the workshop?"
I thought you might enjoy some companionship.
Um,
What are you working on?
I'm working on the thing I was told to make by the elder. You know,
Oh, the gift
the-
for the Western Village.
the gift for the other village. The thing that we do as villages, but you of course probably don't know. We give
No, I
pots
did
to
not.
the other villages as a cultural thing.
Interesting.
And so he
I
just
see.
pulls a small stick from the table and starts carving into the clay. The still soft clay to make little drawings on it. It seems to be like a small map of the village that she draws into it and a view of the mountain range. She's very focused on her work.
Right. I'm just gonna. Is there like a seat next or opposite of her on the table?
There's like 3 tables next to each other. 2 of them are empty, with still the little water bowl on it and on both of them, but those are empty, and there are stools around them. So you could
Right.
grab a
I'm just
stool.
going to take place.
So
Take place opposite of her. Go sit at the table.
you're just gonna sit down.
Yeah.
Right, she's just gonna continue to work on her pots, just silently engraving the small details.
I'm just sitting there being curious, watching her work.
Alright, so as she's slowly done her
Creepy
carving,
much?
she stands up, picks up the pot, and carefully, first she wets her hands fully, and then quickly puts it in the fire kiln, and takes her hand out, and then puts it in Watcher again.
Right.
Waits a couple seconds, then lifts them up, shakes them off, and then says, "Well, that's gonna be there for some time because it's gotta properly,
Bake.
heat. Yeah, more solid. So, why aren't you watching the fight? I thought they were gonna duel."
Yeah, I'm not much of a fighter. I'm a talker, and I know my buddy will win. I'm confident in his ability. Do not roll a 1. I mean, what?
What's a roll?
I don't know. It's something I do every now and then, in the grass. It's a pastime thing.
Oh, that type of roll. I thought
Yeah.
kids do that.
Well, rabbits.
Rabbit.
People do what they do when they are young, and they can be very silly sometimes.
Sure.
Creepy.
Almost blew my cover.
So, why come here?
Well, I was feeling lonely, and I was looking for some companionship.
There are a lot of other nice people in the village.
Yeah, well, I get talked to by children a lot, and this seemed very empty and nice, quiet, peaceful.
True, but the children are just intrigued because they really haven't seen someone like you before. Me neither, of course, but I'm not that easily surprised.
How aren't you now? So
And he whips out his dick.
Yeah.
no! Why do you have to ruin this? Why, damn
I
it?
didn't say anything. I just.
No! The dick next to me did.
You mean the voice in the sky?
No.
Why?
His inner thoughts were like, he whips out his dick.
Exactly. That's how I thought process went. Oh, you aren't easily surprised. So how about this?
No! No, I'm a diplomat. I wouldn't do that.
Of course you
No.
wouldn't.
You would do it in a diplomatic way.
He diplomatically whips out his dick.
How the fuck does that work?
I don't know.
No,
There's just
alright,
a little
that's-
flag on it.
No, a little white flag. I bring
to conquer. Okay, we're getting off topic.
Oh god, why? It was going so well.
No, it wasn't.
so
It wasn't
well.
going well at all.
We were
It-
doing
You're
fine.
going fully against the script.
Yeah, I don't care. That's what I always do.
That's the problem.
That's why you ask me.
You turn
I
minor
mean,
characters into major characters.
that's I just
You try to
I'm
get
here to-
made.
Guys,
I am here to
guys,
ruin your shit.
Psst, stay in role.
Okay, let's actually get back to
I
the
was
show.
trying to be very much in character, and not Dick ruined it.
No, you're dick.
No. Alright, so
So he
I
rolls.
was here to escape the busyness of the village and try to find some peace and quiet.
Well, really, if you were trying to fight peace and quiet, I don't know if you want to be next to a forge.
Well, it's
It's calm.
whatever.
It's calming. The fire.
The fire.
Calms, the
It's-
fire calms my mind. I'm sorry.
It seems very tranquil.
So she just stands up from her stool and she says, "Well, I'm gonna see how the fight turned out. You could stay
Right.
here if you wanted to avoid the kids and all, but I'm interested because you were very confident and I'm not sure if you should."
Oh yes. I am also very intrigued, but I am still very confident.
So she just walks out the door and walks down the path.
I will
towards
follow
the
suit.
village.
I
Alright.
will accompany her to see how the fight ended. Guess I know he won. I'm
So-
so sure about it.
Of course you're so sure, because the fight happened before the diplomatic talks.
No. My character is very sure of his companion because he knows he's a droid and can probably beat him in like -1 second.
Plus also, if you pulled out the machine gun in his wrist, he just...
Yeah! I mean-
Yeah, pulls out the machine gun and just sprays through the village. You're like, whoops.
He could have killed the whole village if he wanted to. I am very sure he can beat somebody in martial arts.
Then he
Slash sword
instantly
fighting.
compromised the mission, though.
Well, yeah, he would.
So
And I would have to talk myself out of there, and that would be...
I followed protocol.
Yeah.
What?
I followed standard issue protocol against.
Genocide is not standard protocol.
No,
There's some
I followed.
parameters to keep him safe, not to murder an
Yeah.
entire
I
village.
no. I followed
Exactly.
protocol and did not blow my cover because that is part of keeping him safe, not blowing my cover.
Sure, but how is not blowing your... How do you not blow your cover by murdering an entire village?
Yeah.
I meant by like kinda lose, kinda win. You know the fight.
By having
not,
a proper fight.
yes.
Sure.
Not basically whip out my gun and be like,
Whip out your
"Sup,
dick!
bitches!"
Hey, this is technology! Boom! No, alright, so as you enter the village, a couple kids come running up towards Maya. Maya! Raja lost the fight! And she goes, oh, did he now? And she just looks back at you. Did he?
See, I told you.
Sure you did. Sure. And she just continues walking a bit, almost just gracefully strolling through the village. And she heads towards the elder's house to give her, well, she just heads towards the elder's house. No, she doesn't really give you any context on how or why.
She just goes.
She goes. And I don't know, do you just want to stalk her?
No, I'm accompanying her.
Alright, so you want to follow?
Yeah.
Basically, in this time of period,
just-
there wasn't stalking yet. It's just creepy.
Yeah, you're just creepily walking with her. Right.
Yes.
I'm like trying to secretly dance now. I'm just being.
Wait, can I have some information
Nice.
here? Is he like twice his height, or
If you count the years, I'm 170, so
without the ears?
I'm 150.
She definitely
nah.
isn't 3 meters, no.
No.
The average height of their species at full maturity is about 2 meters.
Ah, well.
So she currently is 180.
Oh. That's doable. Yeah, go on.
Why? Why are you forcing this?
I am not forcing anything. I'm just like doable. Never mind. I had something in my mind. I'm not gonna spill it out
He's
now
just
because
collecting data.
yes, I'm
Yes.
collecting data on the specimen that we are.
The
Yes.
specimen, that totally
The
doesn't
specimen.
sound evil, laboratory-esque. I'm
Well-
just gathering data on the specimen.
Yeah, basically,
I need
I
to
have to.
dissect them soon.
Look,
God.
look. I need.
This turned dark.
Yes.
You need context, yeah, sure.
And-
Alright, so she opens the door to the elder's house. She walks in and she walks up to the elder and says, "Elder, I've put the pot currently in the furnace. I just need to wait some time for it to finish, and then we should be all ready to send it out." And he says, "Good. Please report that tonight to the rest of the council. They'll be very glad to hear it. For now, the village could use the local washers, the skin dryers and washers, seem to have broken a couple pots. Maybe talk to them to see what they need and make some more." "Alright, I will do, Elder." And she leaves the building and starts heading towards the local skinners.
That's normally called a tanner.
Tanner, Skinner, whatever.
Medieval terms,
Yeah,
yo.
I know it's a tanner, I just used the word.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
So she walks up to the tanners and she.
I'm not there anymore. I'm just gonna check up on my buddy now. Like I'm not
Right,
interested
so
in.
she leaves towards the
business.
the tanners, and you're this is just a regular day-to-day business, right? So just gonna head towards the arena, and notice that there was an arena, and there clearly was a lot of activity, and you see something that looks like a broken axe, and it's empty right now. Everyone seems to have left. So we'll change your viewpoint to guard. GRD.
Oh,
Because currently you're in the woodworker's place, and
yes.
and you've just pulled off the sword off your back and put it on their table, which just goes creak as soon as you put it on top of it.
I think it does more than creak, but just like gets.
You don't break
crushed?
it. It's it's a very sturdy table. They handle giant axes.
Yeah. Okay. True.
It's
They
a
can-
craftsman table. They're
Handle
sturdy.
They handle some weight, but as
So-
as you put it on top of it, it clearly creaks a bit. And the woodworkers are just there like, oh Jesus Christ.
Oh fuck.
So they look at you. So it probably wasn't heavy enough, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Alright. Do you mind if we feel the weight?
No, go ahead.
Alright.
Try and lift it.
But
Well,
try and lift it, but
one of them
be careful with
goes
it.
to the middle of the blade, to the middle to lift the center up, and just grabs it and tries to lift it and goes, alright, yeah, we grossly underestimated. He puts it back down. Hey, come over here for a sec. A second woodworker walks up, and together they lift it and they hold it a bit, and one of them almost lets go, right, to give one a good view of the weight, and they go. They put it back down and they say, we can't make this with wood. It's too heavy.
Yeah, I kind of thought of it as well, but yeah.
So Rafa just stands there and goes, yeah, problem. We could teach you to fight with our axe.
He could probably like
Um,
use it as a kid's toy. Cause
Your
um,
axes are heavy.
Well,
the axes
yeah.
are heavy, but not as heavy as my sword, and I'm kind of, yeah.
Make
I
your
want
calls
to.
here. As you are discussing this, Rechel slams open the door. Regar, come out right now. We have something important to discuss. And he just looks back. All right. And he walks towards him. I'll be back soon. This is important. And he walks outside, and you hear them discussing something, but a lot of complicated words that you can't quite figure out what they mean, but they seem very stressed.
But I can kind of put those words in some kind of database and
You
store
can
them,
log
right?
the words and then try to figure out their meaning. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
let's
add
do
them
that.
to the translator so both of you can understand as soon
Yeah.
as you have a proper meaning.
Yes. I'll do that in the meantime while
They
they're
seem
talking.
to be stressfully discussed. One of them runs off towards the elder. Regar runs off towards the elder's house, and Regos seems to walk away quickly with a quick pace. Walk off towards the edge of town.
Okay.
The woodworkers are just standing there like, oh god, no, like standing there with wide eyes, like, oh shit,
Oh shit.
something's going on.
Something is afoot.
So in the meanwhile, I'll just tell the workers that I'll take my sword and I'm off to my master, between quotes. And
Your companion is probably the
My-
best word.
my companion, and that they have to make a wooden axe for me and try to make a wooden sword as heavy as possible as they can.
They just go, yeah, we'll try. And they
Yeah.
just
Give
start-
it a metal.
They pull out a massive log and just start chopping it up. Like,
Exactly.
with some smaller hand axes to just go and start chipping off bits.
And then I'm searching now for my companion, starting, I don't know, somewhere. I'll take
Probably
my
near
way
the
back.
arena.
Yeah,
just
take
head-
my way back.
You'll head back to the square.
Yeah.
So as you leave, you head back to the square and you meet up with George.
Hey George.
You.
Hello.
Well,
So,
so
yeah.
anything exciting happened?
Well, yeah, I won the fight, you know.
I mean, well, yeah, that's not exciting. I already knew that.
Oh yeah, no, okay. Yeah, no, I heard some talking between Ragar and Regos. They
Oh.
seemed quite stressed.
Well, I'll go and talk to the village elder. He probably knows more.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
let's go and head towards the village elder then. He probably has the
let's do that.
information we need.
let's do that.
Alright, so as you head towards the village elder, Ragar seems to leave quickly from the elder's place and seems to call out some orders to some other locals who've come to see what the commotion is, and they quickly run off and they start calling out to others, clearly issuing an order through the command line.
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking in and asking like, "Well, what's happening? The stress? Why all the commotion?"
So the
Yes.
elder is sitting there at his chair, almost a bit slumped over, deep in thought, and he looks up as you enter and he goes, "Ah, good. We need to inform you about some information."
It seems obvious.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
He goes, "A large flock of the killer birds have been spotted nearby. They seem to be approaching the village. We need to get every child quickly inside, so please do remain inside our building. Inside the building, you should be safe here.
I'll be safe outside. Don't worry.
They generally don't come that early this year, around these times, but for some reason they've shown up. So we need to get everyone to
Right.
safety."
So here's the thing. You call all your men. Put them inside. We'll go deal with them.
We'll go deal. You mean I'll go deal with them?
Are you sure
Can't say
about
that.
this?
Yes, I am very sure. My companion will handle this.
All right, this
He's
is of
very
course,
good.
This is your own call, but we have warned you.
That's I know.
Do they attack only children, or is it like
Generally, you don't
yeah.
really have much data, but as far as you know, they fly over villages and swoop down to grab and then leave.
Okay?
They grab it with their claws, fly off, go sit on a ledge somewhere and consume.
Pluck them to death.
And not pluck them to death, just tear off limbs.
Oh God.
These are giant birds.
Ow.
Oh yes.
So okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's a horrid way to die. So alright, so you're just gonna leave the house?
Yeah, and we're going to like Regos and what's his face?
Well, the
Jagar.
general protocol they have isn't kill the birds. The protocol they have is get inside.
Yeah. So I'm gonna scream to them like, "Get inside! We'll deal with them."
That was already. As you leave the house, the village is deserted. You can't see anyone nearby.
All right.
So basically, we're
All
the only
doors
ones in the
seem to be
field.
closed. You hear a couple doors still slamming closed, right? Some people screaming out to each other. And then, in the distance, you hear a bit of a buzzing sound, an almost droning sound coming from far away. Like low-toned squawks and bird wings
right.
flapping.
So here's the plan. I'm gonna look at to my companion and say, "Lift me up." So put me on your shoulder
Okay, so I'll put him on my shoulder because
and run.
after
because-
I warn him that this is not a good idea.
it'll
and
be
we
fine.
should stay inside.
I know we'll be fine. I have you. Right, here's the plan. Because they think I'm a child. The birds see me as child because I'm not
They
big
see
enough.
you as acceptable size to eat.
Yes. So we're gonna pull the birds away from the village into the mountains.
Right,
You're
so
gonna run.
You're gonna run down a mountain path.
Yes.
Alright, so. Do you comply?
Yes, I do comply.
Alright, so you pick him up, put him on your shoulder, and you start running down a mountain path. They're as the birds get closer, because you're running towards them, I guess.
I'm trying to distract them, get them away from the village,
Yeah,
be
exactly,
like in a safe space, so where we can fight them.
So you arrive at a bigger clearing on the side of a hill, and you can now clearly see these birds approaching. They are large, have a big red grayish feathers, have a wingspan of about 5 meters, and massive beaks that look a bit like pelicans, but sharper.
Right. So here's the thing. I'm gonna like lower my head and ask and whisper him like, "You got your minigun ready?"
All right, we're gonna start gunning down birds.
No, I'm gonna actually leave one alive. This is very important. I need one to be alive, injured but alive.
Yeah, sure. I've got my minigun ready. Fired and ready for you, sir.
All right, so you pull your arm and you just transform it, like the hand goes into the wrist, the armor
Click,
drops
click.
to the ground, and out of it pops a big 6-barrel machine gun. And you, it's built from like 6 little square blocks strapped on top of each other with a large core running down the center. This is laser based, so you're basically gonna fry these birds. So I'm gonna need. There are 7 birds currently headed your way. How it's gonna work is you're gonna get 6 shots, and then I'm gonna do a swoop for every bird still alive.
Right.
Okay.
So, but it's laser, right? So it's very quiet.
This doesn't make much sound. You see a
Nice.
bright red light, but they're all inside, so they can't really see it.
Right. That's good. That's good.
So basically, wait. Before we go into this phase, yeah,
Yeah.
we're having fried chicken tonight.
Yes. We are having a chicken dinner.
Okay. Yes.
Also, I need one alive. Remember that. I need
We
one
need-
injured but alive.
Yes.
All right, so
Well,
we have
what-
7 targets, 6 shots. Roll.
This is your turn, buddy. It's your time to shine. Oh,
Alright, so
let's
the
go! Let's
The
go!
first shot you fire is gonna go straight clean through a head of one bird and gonna clip the wing of another flying above it, so it just starts dropping down to the ground, not dead but very injured. The one you've shot through the head, its head just explodes and just crashes down towards the ground in a big bloody
Anybody
mess.
wants cooked chicken?
Yeah. Okay.
Shot 2.
Hey,
5 birds remain.
I call that killing 2 birds with 1 shot.
5 birds. Let's go.
Oh, that would have
Your
been
second
amazing.
shot just whizzes by another bird.
Okay.
5 birds, 4 shots. Oh, well,
Alright.
hello, red guy. Welcome to chat. We are in the middle of combat.
This is a
Well, who
one-off
the-
campaign, so we have a different player.
Who the fuck is this? Well, hello.
This is
That's
Flower
annoying.
Doggo.
From last week?
Yeah,
2
Or
weeks
the week
ago.
before?
2
2 weeks ago.
Um,
With a shitty webcam. But hey, it's something.
Alright, so as you fire your laser, and you fire straight through the wing of another bird,
So
It's-
we've got.
it can remain flight, though. It's still flying, but it's very injured, so it's not going to be very
Oh, I want that
accurate.
one.
You have another one crashed still. Injured.
Yeah, but his wing got clipped, so he's probably not gonna fly.
Yeah, he's not going to fly, but this one's still
So-
flying.
But
with-
the other one is
I
like.
need the injured burp. I need an injured burp that
Yeah,
I can rescue.
we've got 2 birds now that are injured.
Yeah, no. One is dead. One has a missing wing, and one is injured. And I will need the injured
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Because I need to train him.
Oh god,
Okay.
I see where this is going.
Yes!
I don't know how well this will go over with the village. Can someone give a recap of this current...
Alright, I'll try my best. How much did you miss? Alright, so we are on a... I got sent, I am a webbit. I'm a
Webbit.
Bestari webbit.
Wabbit.
I got
Webbit.
sent on a trial. I have to unite a couple of tribal villages and have them come together. And if I succeed within 5 years, I get a very high position within the family, which is the Opperton family, which is one of the Bestari Big Five, which are the leaders of the Bestari. And we are currently shooting down birds that hunt children. And I want one to train because, I have a plan with that, which will get unfolded later. So that's where we are right now.
I am the guard droid. I'm here to support him in any problems. Like right now, I'm gunning down the birds.
Alright, so, let's see. We have
As a rabbit, yes.
We have 4 birds left, one of them injured.
Well, not technically a rabbit. I'm
We
a
have 4
humanoid rabbit.
4...
4 birds left, 1 dead, 2 injured. 1 heavily injured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, roll. This is shot 4. Right.
Ew.
You shot one through the body and it just comes crashing down again. 3
Birds falling down.
full birds, 1 crashed bird, 1 flying bird but injured bird. Alright, you take another one's head clean off. Final shot. 3 aerials. 3 aerial targets, 1 injured. You miss again.
Ooh. Oh,
Alright.
I'm going to suggest a reroll because I really want this to go well.
Alright.
So, and we have tokens to use.
Yeah.
You still have 4 rerolls, so feel free to use a reroll here.
Flip it.
Yeah, alright. You can do that too. I'm going
I don't know. Yeah, you're gonna
That's
reroll
fine.
it.
Yeah.
18.
There
Alright.
we go.
You murder another one, so...
We've got 1 uninjured.
1 uninjured, 1 injured. So 2 in flight, 1
Thank you,
injured,
man.
1 uninjured.
Thank you.
the glorious beard.
The glorious beard, man.
Extreme.
Alright, so we're gonna have 1 bird, the full bird, gonna attempt to swoop down and try to grab you off his shoulder.
Yeah. Oh god.
Right, do you wanna dodge?
I'm kinda sure as hell gonna try. Oh well.
Is
Right,
there?
the
Goodbye.
bird swoops down and just grabs you, and you feel his fangs sinking into your shoulder as he starts flying off with you.
Can I
Shoot him down. Go.
Can I gun the bird down?
You can attempt to.
If you miss or hit me, you're dead. You're dead. You get this decommissioned. I'm dead, but you're dead. Oh fuck yes.
You start shooting towards the bird. You clip its wing, but it's not dead yet. It's still
But it's falling
struggling,
down.
trying to keep itself in the air.
It's
But-
carrying me.
You have 5 more shots.
Okay.
You're gonna try and kill him. Kill him dead.
Yes. Yes. I'm gonna try and kill him dead.
Ooh.
Is that a 6 or a 9?
That's a 9.
That's a
That's
9.
a 9. Alright.
Luckily, it's a 9.
You just graze him, lighting a bit of his feathers on fire. But he's still flying, and he's getting further and further away.
Do I have
His
some?
wing got clipped.
Yeah,
How is he flying?
Wait, wait.
hell of a
His
resilient bird.
his wing is on fire and it's clipped.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do I have something like a hook?
Shoot your arm.
No, you have the machine gun.
Damn it.
Just
Okay.
fire another. Another!
I'll fire another.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Right, you
Oh
fire
yes,
another
right.
one. This one goes clean through the body, and the bird just starts crashing down.
Catch me!
I'm running towards the bird, the
Because-
crashing down bird.
Because it died, his claw now loses grip, and you just start falling down towards the earth.
Catchphrase!
Roll to see if you can catch him.
Oh boy.
Alright, because the bird couldn't... Do you want to reroll that?
No.
Right, because the bird couldn't get too far, you can easily catch up. You jump forward and catch him, but you're now on the ground, holding George, and unable to take further action
Aww.
this turn. So we still have one injured bird who's gonna tie and grab. He's gonna come down and swoop to grab George again.
Oh, he's holding me.
Yeah,
Oh.
so He comes down to grab, but since you're still holding him in your arms, he just hits your armor and flies up again.
Flies up again.
Very much struggling to get up.
Can I?
Oh,
can,
try and
can-
grab him.
Yeah. Can I like grab
In the
his
flyby.
claws?
Sure, roll to see if when he starts taking off again, you can grab his claw and keep him down. Alright, as he starts flying up, you grab his claw and just drag him to the floor, smashing the bird on the ground. It's unconscious.
Alright, good. Because now we can tame it. Or at
Give it a
least we can
saddle.
try.
Give it a saddle.
Let's go and feed him chicken.
Oh man.
They're carnivorous birds that murder children. They'll probably eat their own kind.
Yeah, sure they will.
Yeah,
Probably.
Exactly.
Force feed it.
So I'm
So,
now it's unconscious. I want to tie it down.
with what?
No, keep it down. Like, I'm gonna collect a burb. So I'm going to, like, collect the birds, and then you keep it down.
But don't we? Can we tie it up so we can take
you
it
can
with
go-
us?
Go.
But you need to go back to the village, get yourself leather strips to tie its paws, or, you know, you could clip its wings or something. Tie the wings to the body.
No.
Otherwise, it's definitely gonna go around. Still gonna go around attempting to murder.
How strong are these birds?
They can carry.
They
children
can't
with
resist
ease.
you.
What?
Like, you are very
No. But I don't want to cage that bird my whole
Oh,
life until
right.
it's tamed. Like,
Yeah,
can we take?
you know.
Can I like drag the unconscious bird in my one hand and then take a few of the dead birds in my other, and walk with George back to the?
I'm
Yeah,
just
you
gonna
can.
jump up on
Village.
your shoulder again. Like,
Yeah,
with
you
my
can.
rabbity paws, jump up and
Yeah,
go
but
sit on your
remember,
shoulder.
George, you're still injured in your shoulder.
Yeah,
So
but I can
You're still-
jump.
you're-
My feet aren't injured.
no, you're starting to bleed a bit from your shoulder.
Yeah,
Your,
But we'll be returning to the village,
Then-
right?
sure.
So,
then-
your
we're
garments are
returning-
gonna slowly start turning red. Like
yeah,
a darkish hue of red.
sure.
and then go back to the village.
Yeah, with
And-
one unconscious bird that we're gonna try and tame. We need, you know what? We need to ask one of the craftsmen if we can get a cage.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Like,
Because I
Just-
want
just
this bird,
put-
and I don't
just-
want to have it murder innocent children.
just pile up the dead birds in the middle of the in front of the elderly the
Yeah.
big house, and then just scream like, "Can I get a
No.
craftsman here to build a cage?
We need a cage.
We
Stroll-
need a freaking
Stroll
cage."
into village with chicken and an unconscious bird and ask for a cage.
Yes.
Alright, so Ragar carefully comes out of one of the houses, sees what you're carrying, instantly runs up and takes some of the birds off of GRD.
Yeah.
To, you know,
Mhm.
relieve some of the weight. And he says, "Wait, do you have a live one?
Yes, we do. It's mine.
Yes.
Why is it not dead yet?"
I want a cage. Can you build me a cage?
Regos! Regos comes out of the house. Oh my god, he has a live bird! Get the craftsman here, ASAP, we need a cage. And he just looks at you weirdly. You're gonna keep it alive?
Yes.
Yes, I unfortunately.
Sure,
so.
you've killed some, so you have my credit. And he starts running off.
They don't question how we killed them, and they get, you know, they're not gonna question it.
For now. For now,
Alright.
the concern one is
If-
you have live bird.
If
Yes.
they will question it, I threw like very thin needles that I learned from my Asian training, so that they.
What's Asian?
Asian.
We've talked about this. The Asian fighting type. We've talked about it. The
Oh,
Earth.
you probably talked to him about, like, fighting techniques, and that you learned a certain technique that required very sharp, thin branches or needles that they could cross
Exactly.
from metal and that you can throw, and then yeah.
Yes.
So you've used, basically you've thrown some metal shards.
Yes.
Alright, so as you return to the village, you pile up the dead birds. Some women come out who introduce themselves as, yeah, we do the cooking. Can we take these?
Yes. Let's
Yes, you
let's make
may.
it. Let's
Right.
make a feasty meal for the village.
Two of the women together start dragging off one of the birds. You know?
Oh, can we keep one? Can we keep, like, the one that's most, you know,
Pristine?
still a bird?
Most pristine?
Yeah,
Sure, you can keep the most pristine one.
right. The most pristine dead one.
Alright, so the craftsmen come out with like giant piles of wood on their shoulder and
Yeah.
just start around the bird that still, you know, the unconscious bird, they start constructing a cage, tie it together with leather strips. Smashing
Oh no
small-
no 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 no!
What?
I am not going to permit that.
What?
They're just like putting him in the cage.
No, they're tying the cage together with leather strips.
Oh, I was thinking you were
That-
talking about
that's-
the bird.
No.
I
Okay,
got
so
very distressed for a moment.
so basically they're doing that. Yeah, I want to make sure that they reinforce the cage as soon as possible. So the
Yeah.
next day I'm gonna learn on how to make like metally spikes to
You're
make a
gonna
better
learn them how to
construction.
make nails.
Yeah.
Alright.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's probably
I was,
something
I
you
was
can teach
looking.
them.
I was looking for the word, but
Yeah, nails.
Yeah,
You know.
nails.
nails.
Or tax. Nails or
No,
tax either.
tax, definitely not tax. Tax are
Oh,
not
God.
strong enough to hold that together.
No, that's
Exactly.
true.
But I'm gonna teach them how to construct nails and make better constructions with those.
Alright, so they
Well, teach them how to make them from metal because they probably know how to make wooden nails. I would assume.
I think they no,
I
because
mean,
if they use
don't
leather
use-
straps,
yeah,
Yeah.
they don't really make the nails. They know, but they don't really know if it's. They don't see much use.
Right.
Like the best they have is to hold down hides. They smash
Yeah.
them into the ground to hold the hides down. Alright, so they well, you've currently destroyed a lot of birds. One of the women comes back with a large pouch made from leather, and she puts it in front of you. These are the feathers we stripped off the birds. Do you have anything you want to do with them?
yes.
Yes. Are there 77 feathers?
No.
No.
We haven't counted yet. Would you like us to count them?
Oh no, it's fine. We'll just take them. It's very much appreciated.
Alright. And she just quickly scurries off again.
We can make a bed for me.
I think that with these birds we can make a bed, a cushion for maybe you and the elderly.
No, I'm gonna make one for Maya.
Wait, how many birds did we have with us? One alive and six dead,
6
right?
dead ones. Yeah.
So we can make one for him, for Maya, for the elderly guy,
No,
the
no,
I
I
just
think,
elderly
I think it
woman.
takes more than one
If you're
bird
just
per.
making a single
bed.
pillow, you'd need approximately 1.5 bird for a pillow. If you want to make
Okay.
a mattress, you're gonna need about 10 birds.
Okay,
So we can make
And
like
that's
4
a thin
pillows.
mattress.
we can make 4 pillows.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do
4
that.
pillows, and one of them isn't filled as much.
Yes, it is. You said approximately 1.5 birds,
Yeah.
and we've got 6 birds.
We got 6, so that's 4.
Oh, yeah, you've got 6.
4.
Quick maths.
Quick math. Look at me. Look at me. I am the droid now.
Sure, whatever.
Let's make 4.
Alright, so you
Yes.
start. So, you're gonna teach them how to make pillows because.
Yeah.
They don't know. Well, they
How
do.
to-
They know how to make pillows. You're just gonna tell
But
them,
like
hey,
filled with straw instead of
stuff 'em-
feathers.
stuff them with these feathers instead.
Yeah.
Do,
Alright.
do they have creatures that have like a wool
No.
around it?
They just have like almost like cow leather esque from
Okay.
the creatures they had in the fields that you noticed when you first came here.
Okay.
So I think we're gonna take a 10-minute break.
Yes, that's.
So we'll
Alright. This is Project Eloria Live. We'll be taking a 10-minute break. Don't go anywhere.
What? Oh, shit, I need to actually properly. Oops. Yeah, that's. Alright, yeah. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Bye.
Hello, baby. No, I can't hear a thing.
Welcome back to Project Eloria Live, where we are headed in towards day 2. Like midday.
I was gonna
We
say.
came back from a hunt, and we are building a cage for a bird.
Cage for Burp built.
Cage for Burp built.
How
check.
are we gonna name Burp? Can we
Several.
call it
No, no, no.
Burbalicious?
I'm going to no.
Delicious.
I'm going to
Burbalicious.
name it.
Burbalicious, come on.
No.
I want my burp.
I want my book.
I'm going to
When
name
we-
it, and because it's going to be part of the Opperton family, of course.
What?
The bird is going to be called Richard.
Cringe. Alright.
So can I call Mothership and ask for a reassignment?
Yeah, you can. But that would mean that they'd completely reprogram you.
Oh, never mind. Then Richard,
Richard
it
the
is.
Richard it is!
Can I call it Burbalicious from my view?
You, of
You
course
can always call it whatever you want, but if you're gonna actually use that to call him, you're gonna get decommissioned.
Why?
Because I'm gonna tell Motherbase that you went against orders.
But I am basically your communication.
Oh
with
no, I
Motherbase.
can signal.
Yeah, alright. Well, how
But
can you signal? You signal through him. That's your
Yeah.
problem.
he must obey orders.
True.
So it's literally against his own programming.
My AI crashed. What? No, nothing.
No, but you can call it whatever you want, but it's gonna be, I'm just gonna be calling him Richard. Or it. I don't know if the bird's a male or female.
You don't know. You don't know how these birds reproduce.
Exactly.
You don't even know if they have male and female. They lay
I
eggs, so
don't.
they probably do. You know,
One might assume.
they puke up eggs.
Oh god.
So, ooh.
Like no gender, just.
Just puke up fertile eggs.
Oh god.
But okay, so we have Burp in cage.
Yes. We have a bird in a cage.
We have Burbalicious cage.
I'm going to hide it in my room because I don't think the village really wants to.
How
know.
do you get that? That doesn't fit through the window.
I don't think so.
I think the
How
better
big is
option for you is to go to Maya and ask if it's fine to stash the bird next to.
How big is the cage, or how big is the bird?
Well, I told you the bird is a wingspan of 5 meters.
5 meters. Yeah, but folded and body. You know.
Compact, the bird is 2 by 1.
That's 2 meters wide and 1 meter tall.
Oh,
Like from
you can-
head to ground.
You can put it in your
'Cause that
closet.
doesn't really.
It's 112. So it's 2
Right.
front to back.
Ah, right.
No, by the way, no, it's 1 meter standing. Because a meter wide is fat burp.
Yes.
It's
Like
like
50 centimeters probably.
Yeah.
It just has massive wings.
Okay.
That
So,
just folds up.
But basically, you can put Burp
That's
in closet.
estimation, I don't know the exacts.
So, while in its cage, I can move it around quite easily. Because
No.
it's not that big.
You can't lift the cage.
I
He-
can.
Your servant can just grab, lift.
But do we want to show all that strength?
You wield a sword that is 120 kilograms.
Still.
The bird is not that heavy, it's a bird. It's supposed to fly.
Okay.
Birds are not heavy, in general.
So I take the Burp.
I grab burp.
But wait, then the next day we have to learn them how to make nails, and
Did
then
you spill your drink?
On
Yes.
my leg.
Oh god.
and then we have to
Not too
teach them how to make nails, then send them to Maya's
yeah, no,
place.
but like we can like ask if we can get, because they offered us our own home, right? They offered us a house.
They said they'd built a house eventually, yeah.
Yeah. So we can like ask for a house that can house the bird and us.
Alright,
Then
so,
you can-
alright, so let's actually get into
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
shit happening.
Yeah.
So the elder comes out and she just walks over to you and he looks at the cage that's now put together with the bird still unconscious inside it and just says, "Why?
I wanted a bird.
Alright, well since
I'm gonna
you
use
fed,
it.
fed the village for at least 3 days with all the dead birds and feathers, which our craftsman can now use. I think I'll tolerate it. But please, keep it out of sight of the children. I don't
Oh,
think
yes.
they'll take well to the thing that we've always warned will kill them.
No, it'll be kept safe. Don't worry.
Alright. So he
I'll
just
make sure it doesn't.
he takes a couple steps back and he just they're Ragar and Regal standing next to each other, just looking like, what even's going on right now? And the other just taps him on the side. Can we get a shed built some distance from the village?
A bird cage, a big
Put the
bird
cage
cage.
in? Like a bit like the stables we use. It just goes, yeah, I'll get that managed, Mr. Elder.
Is he going to get his own bird home? Like what do you call those in English? Oh god.
Stable. What?
No.
A bird cage?
Well, like a big coop almost for chickens, but then for a bird.
A chicken coop. Oh.
A bird coop.
Yeah, that's all about. I don't
Not
know.
necessarily a coop. More
A
like
No.
reservoir.
a bit like a stable, but then,
Yeah.
like a
So like a door
lar-
and
almost a large shed.
yeah. So it can fly around a bit and.
Well, not big enough for it to fly. So
Right.
you'll need to find a solution for that. But
But it can hop around.
so he
inside.
just walks off and gets to the builders to have them start setting up a shed. It'll take 2 days or so for them to
Sure.
have it built.
I'm going. Wait, is one of the cushions done? Like, how much would that take? How much time would that
Oh,
take?
they were
The
already
pillows.
making some pillows with straw, so they bring you two of the feathered pillows, and they just give them
Right.
to you like we've made these with your feathers.
So I'm gonna tell to my companion guard. I'm gonna say lay this down on my bed and take the bird and put it outside the village elder, or put it behind the house of the village elder, because we kind of need to hide it. We need to hide the bird for now. We can't let the children see it. And I'm going to take one of the dead birds, the most pristine one that we saved, and one of the pillows. I'm gonna walk towards Maya, down towards her pottery, or I presume she's there. So I'm just gonna walk towards there.
All right. So as you
Sir, there seems to be a high testosterone level in your chart.
No, there's not.
don't try to force this. Let him do his thing.
I am trying to actually be political, try to roleplay this shit, and you guys just are outdoors for sex or something. I don't fucking know.
So
I'm
you
not
want-
out for sex.
So you want to have a royal marriage?
I'm just trying.
Fuck you.
Let him do his thing.
Yeah, sure.
Let me actually play it out, and then you'll see.
I'm
By the
gonna.
way, if you've only had 5 birds to strip because you kept the most pristine
Yeah.
bird,
Mm.
you'll have
No,
one
we put the
shittier.
feathers, right? So
Oh, you still plucked it.
yeah, I'm just gonna
Alright.
give it as food or special.
All right.
And one of the pillows. I bring one of the pillows made from the feathers of this bird. So
That's fine. You do you. Alright, so as you head towards the pottery, you see that the doors open. And pottery's empty, because, it doesn't have a roof. And with the bird warning, she definitely wouldn't be at the pottery.
well, birds. They probably call off bird warning as soon as we entered the village with 6 dead birds.
Yeah, so. But they still kept the children
Yeah.
inside, so they had to
Of
get more
course.
people inside, because, bird.
Yeah.
I want a bird. Bird.
Oh,
Bird is the word.
Bird.
The bird is the word. So Maya comes strolling towards her pottery and sees you. Are you inside, or?
Yeah, I'm waiting on the table. I let the bird on the table and
She just walks in. and
Just show yourself inside,
yeah.
dude. But,
she just
okay.
stands in the door, sees a dead bird on the table,
That plucked
sees you
bird.
standing proudly next to it, and is like, "Why is this here?"
I brought you a present. A nice meal for all your hard work that you've been doing.
But I can't eat a raw bird.
No, it's cooked.
You need to cook it.
No, it's cooked.
When did you cook said bird?
Yeah.
It got burned, right? Like it
Yeah,
got
but it's
nice and
definitely
crispy when
not
you
fully
shot it.
cooked.
All right. So you need to cook it first, of course.
But I can't
Can-
cook.
can I-
We have the
can I-
village cooks to cook.
Can I jump? In?
What do you
No,
want to say?
never mind. No, it's your story.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
So, all right, then I'll give it to them, and I'll have them make you a special meal from the bird.
Alright. If that what makes you happy. So, do you actually want anything from me in return of your
No,
offer?
no, not specifically.
Alright, that's fair.
And I brought you a cushion.
Oh, that's awfully nice of you.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to give you something in return, but I can't really. Like, I could make a pot, I guess. You shut
would
your
be-
mouth.
That would be very lovely. They are
Alright.
they are building a chateau at the moment, and maybe they will build us a house to live in, so we could use some pottery.
Alright, I'll see what I can do. She just stoically sits down, grabs some clay and starts making some pots. So just gonna stand there? Or
No, I'm going to leave. I'm going to take the birds, give it to the cooks, and say to prepare her a special meal.
alright.
So then I'll be back inside. Yes. Hello.
Yeah, so you've dragged the cage to a place
To a
out of
place.
sight.
Yes.
You've slammed the pillow on his bed. You've exchanged the straw pillow for the more softer bird feather pillow.
Yes.
That'll be very comfy.
So, as you return to the village, yeah, I don't. Anything you want to do more? Anything more important? Because right now, you're free to do whatever.
Well, I will talk to the village elder
All right.
to
So,
ask if we can arrange some living quarters, some housing, some space. for
alright,
us.
so as you approach the village elder, he sits in his chair again, once again, just sitting there like, oh yes, Ah, that's the reason. Yes. And you approach him, and you inquire about getting your own apartment or housing, and he says, yes, that should be possible. In the construction of the new ring, we should be able to add another housing for you.
Well,
your
I would
companion?
prefer a nice home next to the bird cage stable that's being built.
A house outside of the main village?
Yes.
Interesting. I'll talk to the builders if that's possible. It should be.
I could help them.
You could actually build like the best house in the village.
Exactly. But no, we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna give them the technology to build a better house, better buildings,
So, like,
better.
So
plastering.
you're gonna go towards the builders and inform them about better structuring.
Yes, I'm gonna leave him be with the elder, and I'm just going to the builders and just tell them how you could make better houses and stuff.
Alright.
Make better cages.
You're gonna improve their technology. How much do you want to improve? Like, what do you want to teach them exactly?
Nails and how to use them and why they're stronger than leather. Leather strips. Some sort of bricks.
I was thinking like learn how to make mortar.
Yeah, mortar, and then with better bricks than just loose stone.
Well, maybe not necessarily like bricks, but just learn them how to use
You
mortar
could
and
teach them
pestle
how to-
and
They have a lot of clay. You could teach them how to make
Yeah.
clay blocks.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
true.
So
Fire
those.
clay
You can
blocks.
teach them how to make clay blocks and bricks. Yeah.
Clay blocks,
And-
bricks, and maybe shingles.
Yes,
Right, so...
They're very basic type stuff.
exactly.
Shingles you
But
can
it's
easily make with what
Yeah.
their current tech level. Easy. You just need to talk to them through how to do it.
Yeah.
yeah, but it's
It's not
Already-
necessarily a new technological
No,
level.
no,
it's
it's
just telling
already
them how to
improving.
use, yeah.
Yeah.
It's improving their technology.
So as you enter the builders building, I guess, you the head builder just walks up and says, "Hi, what's the reason of your visit?" And you start explaining them like, well, where we're from, we have some better technologies. You might want to,
Try to use them and
Implement them.
No, you say that differently if you want to be really like nice about it. You just say, well, we use some differently building techniques, and I think you'd maybe be able to, maybe have some profit out of using those. That just give it a shot,
Mhm.
build our house from it and see if that works for you. So you start explaining them. And
What?
they listen and they, yeah, that could work. Oh, really? Yes.
You should probably talk about them building a house next to the bird cage they are building.
And
That's where
improving
we
the
wanted
bird
to live.
cage.
Yeah.
But yes. No, that's all happening while you're with the elder.
Exactly.
Right, so they, you talk them through how to improve the housing, and they, at some points they're like, well, is that a good idea? Should we build our roofs from clay shingles? Wouldn't that break easily?
Yeah.
It would.
Well,
With high
Just
winds?
don't throw them too hard.
but they have straw
Yeah, you can use straw
roofing. So it's
thatch,
basically
yeah.
the same strength.
Just use thatch for roofing. it's fine.
Only the thatch, but only the clay. What's it called? The
Shingles?
shingles. I think they're better for rain and stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
no,
If you
not really.
if you properly align shingles, they shouldn't really let any water through.
No, but thatch is actually better for isolation. So if you want to keep the warmth inside your houses, if they're living in a cold country, it's better to use isolation material like thatch.
You just inform them, right? Give them the information of, hey, this is how you make it. Maybe try using it, figure out what you think, that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
So they talk through, and you inform them. Right, so we're gonna go back to our buddy George.
Hiya.
So, it's evening is approaching, and the elder calls back together another council to talk through the day, because it's been a very eventful day. So same with you, guard, because you're currently in the room with the builders, of course. So the head builder just says, "Hey, the next council's starting soon. If you'd like to join me, I need to be there, and I figured you probably want to too."
Yes.
Right. So, as all the people start streaming into the house of the elder, you still are stuck in your spectating chair, just a bit away, because that's how they rule.
That's how they roll.
And they go back again through the day-to-day business, talking about, well, the bird attack and how it was handled differently this time. And as you can clearly see, this how they handled the attack was very effective, since we now both have food and better material. Just a little little applause. Hey, thank you.
Thank you very much.
You honor me too much.
And they, Maya talks about how she finished the ornamental pot, and then the trader confirms that yes, we've received it, and our messenger's on the way. He should return tomorrow, and we'll see what news he brings with the dawn. The builder talks about how he's learned some new techniques from the strangers, because you're still strangers.
I'm sitting right here, damn it!
I'm standing right here.
Yeah,
damn it.
exactly.
Maybe, but you're still like from
Yeah.
he probably,
I know.
The way he probably says it is, from our gracious visitors, I have learned some new things. and just goes over a very quick generic list. Then he informs that the building of the new ring is coming along quite nicely. They've started collecting the materials. It should be done in a couple days. Meanwhile, another project, of course, has come through, which delayed the progress a bit. Otherwise, there really isn't much news. They talk quickly about the duel and how that was very interesting, and then they point to you, guard, and say, well, we would love to spar with you a bit more, learn some different techniques, because you are clearly better in combat, so we could learn a lot.
Yes.
And the elder grabs his stick again, slams it on the ground, and says, we
Dismissed.
hereby close the council. Eat dinner. Yeah, everyone starts munching
And-
down on all the food.
Chicken.
On the chicken!
Cheek.
On the chicken.
And
Very delicious meat.
Ha chicken.
Hadouken.
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 And as they round up the day,
Chicken.
chicken. They
Chicken.
everyone heads off towards their own places,
Nagel.
right? Their own homes. You head upstairs, I assume.
Lay on my very comfy cushion.
You rest your head on the very comfy cushion of your own bed. And
But yes. So a new dawn cracks. The sun
another dawn
shines through the
approaches,
clouds.
and with it come the sounds of war.
It does.
Yes, a loud horn sounds in the
Oh,
distance.
scheiß.
Oh shit.
And as you wake up, you see bustling activity outside.
Oi, keep chat English.
And bustling activity outside. Rhaegar is running around screaming at orders to collect every soldier and every man and woman willing to stand and hold the village, because those of the south are approaching and they do not seem very nice.
Alright.
Wait. So then
They don't seem very nice. Pick up your sword, boy!
I will put Sir George in the safe place with probably the elder.
I'm gonna ride into battle on your shoulder.
No. No, I
You're here to
will-
protect me.
Give me a sec here. You decide your internal politics later. As you head downstairs, you can see that the elder's currently not here. Instead, he's outside looking over a small map of the valley that they made on a sheet of hide, like scratched into it with
Yeah.
like
Probably
a
charcoal.
small dagger.
Oh, they made it. Okay, yeah.
They scratched
that's-
into it.
that's fine.
They scraped like they used
Yeah,
the
yeah.
side with hairs on it, and they scraped off the hairs to give the
Mhm.
features, because they don't really use charcoal.
My
to-
friend!
Maybe you should tell them about charcoal.
maybe ink.
No,
Where
there are
could they
no
get-
squids probably.
Yeah.
We can't wax squids to get ink.
Not yet.
And he has on the little map, he has a knife in one point where they seem to be
Don't
approaching
move.
from. That's horrid for your webcam. And they,
Just stand perfectly still.
Please, you're distracting me.
I'm sorry.
And he
Go
seems
whack
to
the
be
squid.
pondering over the map together with Rhaegar, as Rhaegos is standing off and seemingly rallying the troops, getting everyone ready for combat. They turn to you and say, the people of the south are coming. They are approaching with an army. We do not know if they wish to fight, but we will be ready to make a stand if they will.
Brace
This is of
yourselves.
course not your
South
conflict,
is
but you
coming.
are free to stand with us if you wish.
Okay, so I'm imagining it like this. So your guard is walking outside towards the commotion. I'm like hopping behind him, hopping onto his shoulder. I'm gonna say like, "Don't worry, love, the cavalry's here."
Cringe. Cringe.
I was. He was like the south has come, and I was like, brace yourself. The south is here. The south is coming.
So,
Alright. Are the troops from the south like wearing any flags, signaling
You
anything?
can't see anything.
Oh,
They're
we can't
too
see
far
them.
yet. You
Oh,
just hear
right.
them, the sounds of their drums and stuff.
Oh, carrying through the valley
Yeah,
and
carrying
yeah,
through
right.
the valleys and
Yeah.
Through the Valley of Darkness.
to the valley of death.
So
cool.
As I
So,
ride on the horse to the
if-
valley of death.
if so, right? Now can I go back to our internal conflict?
You can.
If we are gonna fight together,
Yes.
I
And
want
we
you.
are.
I want you to sit. Are there gates and walls?
They don't have walls, but they're right now outside of the furthest ring. They're putting
Mhm.
large spikes in the ground.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
I fight with my hands, remember? I don't know how to wield a bow yet.
No, I wanted to ask if they had like a little slingshot, but
No.
yeah, no, that's
They
alright
only
too.
use large axes.
They are
By the way,
they
by
are
the way,
they are actually like proper Vikings, but different.
I've got one more question because
Yeah.
we kind of forgot about that. How's your shoulder, mate?
I got that treated, so it's probably like healing.
It's bandaged.
It's like healing, it's bandaged, it's healing.
So you get to decide, do you wish to join in this conflict and defend the village?
With one hand, probably.
Well, my shoulder's just weakened.
You could also stay behind and support tactically.
I mean, I can do a bit of both. If things
Bit of both.
turn south, then I can jump
No, then it turns north.
in. Hey! No, I'll be a tactician for now, and then jump in if needs to be.
yeah.
Alright.
Don't pull the trigger. No.
Then I'll join the front lines.
You have so much to live for.
Tough.
Actually,
I'll
kinda.
I'll be standing there with my two-handed.
Alright, so you're gonna join them in battle.
Yes.
Are you gonna do your own thing or do you want to join their ranks?
Just
Because-
slay.
If you're gonna join their ranks, I'm gonna explain to you how their military formation works and where you'd fit in. Otherwise, it's just, hey,
Okay.
they're fighting, you're fighting.
Can
Do
can
we have an
we?
information from a scout of the amount of troops that's heading towards the village?
It's about 2 to 1. So the village has a collective 25 soldiers ready,
Yeah.
And they have 50.
and they have about 50.
Okay, so
So-
my guard counts for 40, so that makes it 2 to 1 for us. Just go murder them. I'm going to like turn my head, kill them.
Your wish is my command. But
Right.
no, I actually want to know more about their battle formations, though.
Alright, so
Definitely
There was-
axe shields.
No,
how
can,
it's gonna work is the army, the
Mhm.
defensive army, is divided into groups of 5. Every 5 has 2 shield bearers, of being the axe blade in
Mhm.
combination with the batons, and
Yes.
3 axe wielders, just people with the giant 2-handed axes.
Yeah.
When one of them, the shield bearers, dies, one of the X-Men switches to a shield bearer.
Yeah.
They push forward with the 2 shields and the 3 axes behind. As soon as they get close enough, the axes push through the 2 shields and murder.
Wouldn't it be logical to have 3 shield bearers so that you have like a nice formation, like a pyramid?
I wanted
How
to
they
say.
roll.
I wanted to say, is it not easier to have indeed 3 shield bearers and then like 2 spears instead of axes? Because then you have to be like.
But they don't know any like proper how to make any other weapon really.
They,
Then
we know
they're
how to make
practicing
swords,
their
but-
axe, and they're very good with them.
Okay, so we need to teach them other weaponry like archery.
Oh well, they had archers.
We can.
They have hunters, but the hunting bows aren't good enough to
Yeah, right.
properly kill.
I have a good idea for next
I want
battles.
I want to build up this village and make it great again.
I have. Yes, this is gonna be the capital. I have so much ideas for this.
Yes, I have so many ideas too.
Yeah,
Catapults.
so going into this massive battle, we're gonna see how
Ice
it
Lane.
plays out.
Yes.
in another one-off campaign, because this suddenly isn't a one-off campaign anymore. This is the Eloria side quest.
The quest for
Sides.
This is these are the trials of George.
Ooh.
Alright.
Come
Well,
on.
and with that bombshell, we will leave it here. This has been Project Eloria Live. We'll be here next week, same time, same place,
What time?
7:30 p.m. CEST. We'll be there. Hope you'll be there too. See you then.
We'll see if it's normal Eloria or the side quest, but
See you next time.
you'll see when we go live.